Live, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right. We'll fire up our timer.
Congratulations, that's a boy.
There we go.
I also need to open up my...
Da-da-da.
Oh god.
That is one quiet timer.
It's
Let me crank that up.
always so weird to see myself on screen.
Yeah.
Well, it's a start to the thing you wanted.
Let's see, and then we have this one.
I need to make it quiet, there we go.
There we go. Got that going.
10 minutes till launch.
Yes, sir. We are going live
Just
on
don't
Blue
go flying
Sky.
off into the stratosphere. You want to be a NASA to the SpaceX.
All right. All right. I think we are good to go.
Yeah.
Well, hun, you finally got what you wanted in at least the start. You now have a place on stream, not just interview-wise, but
Yeah.
you get to finally make your mark somewhere.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Very
I'm
very proud and very happy all the same. Very happy that I get to do this, in a sense.
Aw, shucks, thank you.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I am already making, or I think at least I'm already making my mark with my shows, but that's, I can only know that if people tell me, so.
Only me going past and beyond that. Like, you've gone, in at least the last year and a half, you've gone miles, in a sense, to where I remember you, and you said that you were going to give up DJing. You didn't want to do it anymore because you didn't have that drive, and I'm really glad I showed up when I did, because now look what you have to show for it.
Hi, Carner. It's good to see you. Man, how do I always spawn in the right time as the stream starts? You're magic, man. Congratulations. You got some magic tricks going on there. Well, while we wait, we'll go ahead and warm up a little. Carnard, this is Bearded Gentleman. Gentleman, this is Carnard, which is the
Hello.
camera, but still, this is
Hello.
Carnard.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. He says hello back. Oh goodness. Also in the back today, you know what? Give me a second. I'm going to set up a secondary camera. This is going to be on purpose.
Ooh,
Pin number 2.
fancy.
Oh yeah,
We're going
very
fancy now.
Because you know what we're doing? We're doing lock watching. There he is. There's a lock right there.
Hello.
So Carnard, if you haven't
There
met
you go.
Locke, that's Locke. He'll be around too, and he's always welcome to be in the main
XP.
view as well. Yeah, he is an XP. Carnard, you're an XP too, so say hi to the other XP. Yeah, he says XP,
Shadow's
XP.
going crazy for XP.
Custom XP all done by me. Very happy with it.
Oh my goodness. Well, also, we happen to have... Sometimes I XP, sometimes I Milky. Right now I am... Well, so does he! He's got a Milky as
I
well!
happen to have dual...
Change to your Milky. Change to your Milky.
Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and do the thing, and...
There you go!
There you go.
Thing.
That's a new Milky.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh my goodness. He says, Schwar, ooh, hi! You have a new fan, Law. Congratulations.
Hey, I was only here for a few minutes. This is great.
Well, welcome to the world of Twitch.
So do I count as the mascot?
Oh my goodness. The Twitch mascot.
You got a new position.
He has been promoted.
I have been promoted even if I didn't mean to be.
We have a total of 10 questions, but we also have 6 other questions.
Yes.
So in total, we have about
Ooh.
16 questions.
Jesus.
You're fine. It's only a questionnaire. You'll be perfectly okay.
Let us see here. Sawaians, other than some like Dune Leapy Chick, LCKE, cute. I am lower. I'm lover of all Sawaians. Always fun to meet another Sawaian lover. This is the point where
I
like
didn't know what a Hawaiian is.
I know this is like where you start to get into game lingo, and I go You see, what I've been learning lately is the concept of slimes, like phosphorus slimes, tabby slimes. I may be going
slimes.
into slime rancher.
Yeah.
Salem, hi Salem, it's very good to see you. You've made a debut. It's very good to have your appearance here today.
Hello.
Bro, butchering it so bad. Can't say so. How do you say it then? I don't understand. My gosh. Also, hey, exciting thing. This is Bearded's debut of a brand new avatar skin. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous,
yeah.
gorgeous. You see, we were talking.
Yeah, finally got my
bye-bye.
persona done.
Yes.
She did an amazing job. I can shout her out on here, but her name is Vampy. Also on VR chat.
Oh.
And yeah, she did really amazing work. And fun fact, all those scales that you can see here are hand placed.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Every single scale on my body is completely hand placed by her. Took months.
That's dedication. Holy smokes.
Yeah, no, she really was dedicated on this. So yeah,
Amazing.
I'm really lucky that I ran into her.
Yeah. That's something else, man.
Yeah.
Saw is pronounced like the tool name, so like Sawian. Sawian. Oh, okay, gotcha. I hear you there. Also, if you guys are interested for whatever reason, this is a radio channel called Soma FM. It's actually down in my description below, but I like them a lot. They do like free music. They have like 30 different channels. It's very, very fun. It goes beyond house music.
Yeah.
Quite fun. But we'll probably put that music on mute because there actually are some videos that we'll play that actually have some of his stuff. So it'll be good.
Yeah.
The guy who stole my diary died yesterday. My thoughts are with his family. Oh my gosh. Hi there, Firecat. It's very good to see you.
That's wild.
Thanks for stopping by, Firecat. So, Firecat, I would like you to meet
Hello.
Bearded, meet Firecat, and then we also have a Lock, meet
Hello.
Firecat.
Hello.
Firecat is like a mastermind of dad jokes, and he's got a database full of like a whole bunch of these things. I don't
no.
have that database filled yet.
Oh, no, not that jokes.
Is that how that's gonna go?
Yes. Well, yeah, absolutely. He comes out of his mind like amazingly.
It's just a dad base. That is.
You don't get access till you have a kid. Oh no.
Hey, wait! I already naturally have access, so yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't need access.
Exclusive.
Are you sure about that?
Where's my... Oh, there we go.
You talking to you gotta be careful with your language there, Carter, because he's in his 50s.
Whoa.
Oh
Way
gosh.
too.
All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We got it.
Happy New Year! Yes.
Happy
Now
New
to a
Year.
new year.
It's about mid-year. You know, the time when we talk about Christmas and we enjoy some Christmas carols, all that stuff. It's amazing, according to my sister.
We start talking about next year Halloween in August of this year. You know, that's when everybody else starts throwing up everything, and you gotta buy it now while it's on discount. They be like $10 in about 2 months.
Oh gosh. No, yes, absolutely. You get candy the easiest way that way, because it's, you know what's funny? It doesn't even expire yet. Like, they get all the candy up front.
Not yet.
No, they get the candy up front, and then they set it up to where you rush in to get it because there's so much available in one aisle, and then it's over.
Well, they start bringing it up all like they start setting it up something called Gaylords. They just start throwing it up onto the sales floor, throw them out. Hopefully everybody takes them all. And what they don't is just throw them on the shelf.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not 50 yet. Oh, okay, my bad. My condolences. I utilize dad joke type humor all the time. What are you talking about? Honestly, it's completely fair. I do a little bit of that myself. I need to grab a joke book at some point and really study it, because that's going to start having the flow that I want. There's like a whole character that I created for non-VR chat streams that needs to have that kind of stuff integrated. But yes, welcome everybody. It's very good to see you. We're actually doing let's see, episode 2 of Just Chatting interviews. So it's very exciting to have this moment here, because we've actually been thinking about it for like the past several months. Gentle Bearded was really excited to hear about the fact that we were doing these things, and I was excited to hear that he was excited. So we are here now. The subject.
Nervous but excited.
The subject be him. He is a DJ with several years of experience. It's very awesome to have you here today, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad being here too.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Telephone?
Telephone.
That telephone off.
Telephone. Telephone. Hi, I'm doing good. Nice to meet you.
No. Uh-huh. I'm not interested. I already have a boyfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me?
I said I'm not interested.
That's an interesting segue.
Yeah.
The problem is my list has become contaminated. I have to censor them now. Oh no! Oh gee. That sounds like a challenge there, Fire. He's talking about his whole system of jokes. Like he's got his system has been
You gotta go to PG-13.
Yeah, he's gotta go PG-13 mode.
Mild violence and gore. Just, you know.
Aye. XP Fury. Oh goodness.
XP Fury.
But yes, today we are going to be talking about the whole concept of DJs. More specifically, we have an amazing DJ right here, so we'll be able to talk about many different experiences that come from this sort of art and craft. I'll be learning a lot of things just as much as you guys are today. We have ourselves an expert who's done both stuff in IRL and in VR chat, so this is quite an interesting mix to try to set up, nonetheless. So it'll be quite exciting. We have several different questions available to ask Bearded Gentlemen today, as well as a couple of different detours available as well. I also have some notes, but they are actually a little bit more on the shorter side this time around, because what I learned from the last time that we did this was that basically being able to talk just naturally winds up bringing out really exciting conversations on their own. Like, we can self-build on this. So it'll be a pleasure. We have several different slides available. We have an upgrade this time around. So we have static slideshows, and then we also have automatic slideshows. So we'll talk a lot about what he does, and then we'll try to bring in the relevant pictures, depending on what we're talking about in that moment. So without further ado, realizes music is playing, starts seeing Rally in his head. What's Rally? I do. You must tell us what Rally is, card nerd.
What's Rally?
I remember there was a game called Rally X on Namco arcade machines. That was pretty interesting.
Been a while.
Rally House. Oh. Google Rally on a stream? On a stream, card nerd. I have to Google Rally?
Okay.
I'm streaming, so no.
Oh, Rally House.
Rally Racing.
Rally Racing.
Interesting. Yes, I can give you a link later, Carnard, if you're interested in something like this. This is a channel called Soma FM. They have different house music, and also there is something else I could recommend, which is Monster Cat Silk. They've got their own kind of channel as well for stuff similar to this. So we'll go ahead and Foolish Kitty. What? But. Okay, let's go ahead and fire up those questions. Okay, so when it comes down to all this stuff, I actually have inside my notes question number 1. It talks about like the actual amount of time that you've been doing this. And my understanding, just real quick before I say anything, it's about 16 or so years.
It's a bit less.
Bit less. Okay, no worries.
So it's around. I think this year marks actually my 10th year. Yeah.
Okay.
10th anniversary.
That's a good while, man. That's a good while.
Oh yeah. It's been a while.
Oh my god, the way I hear that is so interesting because it's like it has been a while, and then there's flashbacks.
Yeah. A lot of experiences, definitely.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good, but also some bad ones.
Oh my god, and yet they all help. It's gonna be quite interesting to dive into like how all this will wind up working.
Yeah.
So the body of the question is, what brought you towards this craft that you're in right now? That's kind of the base one. So you've been doing it for a little while. And obviously, one of the things that I talked about with Drock was there's influences that bring you there along the way, right? For him, it was like, you know, he had Freddy Fazbear as like one of his influences for looking into robotics, which I thought was pretty entertaining. So
I had to laugh when I heard that.
Oh yeah.
Because I also love the game so much.
Oh my goodness. So then, I mean, naturally speaking, I feel like there's a lot of things that grapple on to the stuff that we love very much, right? The kind of stuff that you run into yourself absolutely takes you into the direction that you love and find a passion for. I mean, so then, like, when it comes down to it, what brought you, like, towards the craft that you're in right now? I guess, like, what do you think kind of overall started the adventure? Do you feel is like one specific thing, a whole bunch of things at once? How would you personally feel about it?
I mean, it's a whole bunch of things. I mean, obviously, like I think like everyone else, I can say it like that. I love listening to music. I mean, everybody has their own like style of music they love to listen to. For me, it's like electronic music, like we hear in the background. For other people, it's maybe like rock or pop music. Or I mean, there are 1,000 different styles of music out there. But where it really like started for me is when I was 16 actually. and we actually had like this place where we can go to when school is over.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go over there to basically hang out with your friends or do your homework or like just basically enjoy some time with like friends. And what I remember basically we had our own like party basement basically.
Yeah.
And back then they used to have like gatherings where we would celebrate different like days or whatever, and they bring in like a DJ every time for us to play, like local DJs.
Yes.
And I always kind of was like seeing the DJ play up there and mixing the music and just feeling the vibe and enjoying the music, and also how they seamlessly basically take you through different kind of songs in like one set. It was always really, really interesting to me. And I remember specifically what brought me in is the one night the one DJ came in. I actually had the thought because I wanted to see how he worked and what he did.
Yeah.
And I actually came up to that guy and asked him, hey, is it okay if I can like step into the DJ booth and just see what you do? Because I'm really interested in that. And normally, the funny thing is normally if you're a DJ, you need to be really concentrated. And I was fully prepared for him to say, yeah, no, maybe not tonight, or just say, yeah, just an excuse basically. But what was really cool is that he actually came to me and actually said, yeah, no, I mean, you can come up here. And he gone one step further, and during his set, and that was the crazy part, during his set, he actually came to me and said, do you want to like mix for a little bit? And I just stood there and thought, wait, what the fuck? Wait, I just want to stay up here, but now you want me to mix? And I mean, I was kind of stunned a little bit, but then said, you know what? No, I will definitely take that. I will take that and actually mixed a little bit. I mean, let's just say it was god awful. But it kind of brought me like into that world of DJing. And to also say it other ways, it's like with every hobby, it's like if you're interested in something and then you do it for the first time, it's like a drug.
Yes.
You just can't stop like doing it.
Yes.
You have to do more and more and more, and it kind of was like this for me in that moment. And yeah, it brought me fully in, and basically I didn't have like a mixer or anything before. I basically just had my PC and basically just a program that I use. I think it was Virtual DJ.
Yeah.
That I use. And that's where I learned a little bit. And then I actually got my first mixer, which is actually the one that I sent you the picture of.
Yes. Oh.
The DDJ 400 that I still have to this day.
So like right this one?
Hold up. Yes.
Yes.
That one under the keyboard, yes. But that was my first mixer, and it has been seeing a lot of years, honestly. But it has been a trusty little piece of hardware for me. And it's still loyal to this day. It still works. And also it's really funny because a lot of DJs, or there's like this kind of misperception, or at least I think it's a misperception, but that a lot of DJs think, oh, if you go pro, you have to buy like the biggest like CDJs and like a big mixer and whatever.
Yes.
Yes, it is true, kind of in the sense that you can do more on it. It gets a little bit easier, but honestly, with my shows that I do, with all the mixing that I do, I'm literally doing it on I think it cost me like 100 or 200, yeah, 100 euros, I think.
Yes.
And I can do insane stuff on this. So what I always like to think is, like, not the hardware makes the DJ makes the DJ in that sense, if that makes any sense.
I fully believe that. As like a quick thing, real quick, because I noticed that Locke did leave. Did he say any reason why he did leave, or?
No, I think he just wanted to keep us alone.
Okay, it's going to depend on what he wants. Oh,
he's
did he
maybe
crash?
he's off. He's offline on Discord right now. I think he might also has just crashed.
Okay. If he crashed, that's one thing.
Let's just expect he crashed.
Okay. We'll just keep tabs. But yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
DM Rally House Rally Racing videos so you can watch and learn after the show. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that, car nerd.
Oh yeah, he crashed. He's logging on to VRChat back.
Okay,
Back
sounds
onto
good.
VRChat.
But
Yeah.
I love everything that was said there. Like, oh my gosh, it's like a lot of neat information. The first thing that I want to say,
yeah.
is you were exposed at an early age to like some really cool stuff, man. I want to ask real quick before I continue. Is that you said it right? Like after school, you went down to a place to see some dedicated performances. Were they like free to watch, or were they things that like you had to go maybe pay like $1 or something?
No, so those experiences were free to watch. It was like a program they that placed it for like the youth and everything to just I will say have fun.
Yes.
Basically de-stress after a stressful work or a stressful school day, or to hang out with friends, to just have fun, basically. And they did that a bunch of times.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't do it like every day. They did it like, I think, every like Saturday or every like second Saturday of the month, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
There's an interesting like pattern that I'm hearing straight from that. And also, car nerd, it was Loch Ness that probably crashed. So we're gonna actively watch and see if he pops up online. We'll try to send him an invite. Yeah, the XP.
I actually invited him back in here.
Oh, speaking of which, there he is. All right, perfect. But yes, okay. So it was, first of all, a thing that they provided just for you guys. It was also a novel thing that popped up every other Saturday. And then you had the ability to just see the exposure of all that. Enough times it's like,
Yes.
I wonder. That is so interesting. Because I think about this a little bit. When I was young, I remember having exposure to the computer quite a bit. And when I was little, I feel like I did something like you did, right? Like, I would get on, I would play some games, but also find a lot of viruses along the way, because I would go onto Google and say, free game now, please.
I think we all did that mistake somewhat with when we were a kid, honestly. I also remember that I had no ideas with that like free games have viruses or whatever. I was basically naive and dumb, but I also I think one time actually got my gaming laptop locked out or ransomwared because of a free game that I wanted to download.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny because, like, when it comes down to you getting exposure to that, I'm so happy that environment was, like, healthy for that sort of thing. Because the guy could have
Yes.
obviously said no, like you said, but he lets you check it out,
Yes.
get exposure, and it's like,
Yes.
oh my goodness, this rare thing, like, happening right there in the moment. I get to touch it. It's so cool.
Yes. Yes. I honestly got really lucky with that day, and I also think that it kind of was meant to be, honestly. And it also really inspired me with my whole way through, honestly, what he did. Because I said, honestly, I also want to be that kind of guy when somebody comes up and says, hey, can you like teach me, or can I watch, or all that stuff, that I always am open and saying, hey, sure, you can, because you never know if you might change someone's life with something like that.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I love that. Because, like, I think about, like, all the time how when I was young, maybe I would go, like, backstage at, like, church or whatever to try to understand how, like, the camera stuff works, or they'll put me backstage to understand how this stuff works. But, like, the fact that people were generous in the first place anyway to just let anybody check that out, like, they know that is how you build, like, a new person to, like, really show, like, what they can do.
Yeah.
So it is, like, so neat, because that's, like, one opportunity. Who would have thunk that, like, maybe that opportunity could have happened in the first place? Who would have thunked?
Yeah. Who would have thunk it? But also, what I forget to say, also the funniest part about that is, because I didn't have a controller for a long time, or a deck, basically. So what I forgot is to say, is a fun part was that we also could use this basement for, like, our own devices to basically either practice or just have fun. And I actually used that basement quite a lot in my early days to just train and basically be alone in that basement, just playing music for myself, just trying new shit out, basically learning.
Yeah.
And also the funny part about that is that I then became actually one of the DJs that then later played for crowds in that basement.
Yo! Oh my gosh.
So the circle basically fully closed on that one.
Guys, I have one thing to say. Welcome to my hometown.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic, man. Oh, I feel that it sounds like you had so many, like, rich opportunities, like, at the very beginning to, like, get started. So you started with the guide there, and then you had opportunities to plug things in yourself and see how it worked. Okay, other question that I had midway. Did you ever have somebody, like, pop in while you were practicing during some of this stuff, or? I'm kind of curious.
Oh yes, a lot, a lot actually. Some of the like I think I'm blanking on the word, but I will call them supervisors. Basically, the guys that running the place, basically.
Yeah.
They were popping in. Then some of my friends were popping in, just listening to the music. And also, one of the supervisors actually themselves knew a little bit how to DJ, so they also taught me.
Oh.
A lot of days, but a lot of the time I actually just also till this day I taught myself.
Yes.
A lot of the DJ backgrounds.
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah, but a lot of guys were popping in when I was practicing.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure that was that's cool that, like, you were able to have that experience, because it first of all brings you into a stage where it's like, oh my goodness, people are here, what do I do? But then you learn how to keep your cool, but then you also have people who are teaching you and getting you some technique, and that's really cool.
Trust me, the first times when people popped in and I didn't know what I'm doing, I was nervous the fuck. I was really, really nervous.
Yes. Car nerd. Wait, doesn't he do car things too? Yes, he does. This crit. Where'd he go?
Lock flew back there. I think he's on there.
Did he go to the cruise ship?
No, he's behind the
Oh.
wall.
Oh, okay. he's somewhere.
Right there.
Where'd he go?
He's just running around.
Okay, there he is. Yes, this guy. He does do cars.
Flying XP. XP can fly now. That's canon now.
Oh my gosh. Car XP. Are we sure this isn't the future version of me? Oh my gosh. I mean, y'all should talk about car stuff whenever he does pop into Chill for No VCs. It would be fun. He knows a thing or two, man. He manages a shop.
Honestly, he really likes talking about car stuff. So definitely, if you see him, just bug him with car stuff, and you will have a never-ending waterfall of car information.
Version. Did I? Oh, okay. Yeah, you typoed. Oh, gotcha. What else is in my head there? I was thinking about the whole flow, with the fact that you had all of that there. It's really exciting that you had the opportunity to like have the environment. So it's not just having the initial exposure, but being able to do it again and again and again.
Yes.
So
yes,
that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
What was it?
I was really lucky that they had that space down there.
Oh yeah. And oh man, I'll have to see if the thought comes later. There was something that was in there. We'll have to get it out. I guess since we have it up, you were talking about the tech that was over here. You described to me this was an old iMac alongside. Well, I see your Magic Keyboard and mouse along with your. If I remember, it's the DDJ 400. Is that what you said in the DMs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, DDJ 400. Yes. It's one of the oldest like pioneer DJ decks.
Yeah.
It's also considered in the DJ world the like beginner deck. If you really want to go into DJing, that's like the really best deck to buy in that sense. Because you have all the right buttons on there. You have the mixer and the deck in one. And also you have some extra buttons where you can either set cue points, which are basically just chapters in a music, basically. Or you can do some funky effects with like reversing or just jumping through a track, a few beats, basically. So yeah. It's like beginner and intermediate in one. I can just, really, I blank on the word. I'm blanking on the word.
Oh, no, you're good. It's dedicated hardware. I think it's always interesting to see that kind of stuff because I feel like, like you described yourself, a lot of people feel like they need all these fancy things to be a DJ, right? Because like what you have here, you don't necessarily have to. I think.
Yes, that's like the way I like feel or I like to do is I just want the minimum stuff, but if you use the minimum stuff really effectively, you can bring out so much out of that.
Yes.
Instead of just getting like high tech, high end stuff, and then you're using like 10% of it.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know what all the other like buttons and whatever does.
Yes. Okay. My thought process got restored. I remember what I was going to say. when it comes down to
Nice.
the media production industry, this is a conversation that I had with my friends like last week. It's so interesting to hear about because when you're talking about learning your craft and being able to hear stuff from others, the way that you describe just how much you're learning on your own, that is quite literally like a process that the people in the media production have to do too. And it's because it's backwards. You don't necessarily get contracted to a company.
Yep.
You yourself are the contractor, if that makes sense. Or maybe I'm getting that word wrong.
Yes.
But
yes.
you have a contract that you give to somebody else, and then you effectively say, these are my terms, these are my prices, do you agree? So in that sense, effectively, you could bring your iMac, you could bring your DDJ 400, and you can take all of that with you to a particular place that you want to perform.
Right.
By having all that, you are self-contained, but you know exactly what you're doing in that process.
Yep. Technically, so the iMac is for home. I also have, or had in a sense, but it's really, really old, so it's running not stable.
Yeah.
But I have a MacBook Air, an old one. And with the MacBook Air, you typically take the MacBook Air with the DDJ 400 to a gig. And that's like all your media center that you honestly need. Because everything else, typically the owners of the club provide you. But yeah.
No, that's fantastic. I'm a car autist. This should go car nerd. Yes. Locke, in case you were not there, car nerd's very enthusiastic about talking cars with you at some point. I mean, it's in his name, I guess, but if you're interested, you have a car friend.
And I told him if you start one time with cars, you're just like a waterfall of car information. In a good thing, in a good way, in a
sense, it's like a drug. You just kind of get into it, but we're not worried about that right now.
like me with DJing, it's like I said, it's a drug.
Oh my gosh. Hello there, FrixOS. Very good to have you.
Like a love-hate relationship.
Okay, buddy, I want to say something. That's when you know that you are deep into the weeds. That's the message that I hear, all right? Love-hate. That's when you know you love your Tetris, and then you are absolutely mad at everything about it, but you still do it anyway.
It's like drinking a coffee. You know, it tastes bad, but it's too good not to keep drinking it, so you keep going anyways.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Yep. Yes, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. We got an expert over there. That's the magic word.
There we go.
Trust me, this guy likes cars a lot. I don't know. I mean, he could be calling himself car nerd, but actually he really just likes, I don't know, scooters and stuff. It's complicated, I'm sure. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so another thing I was thinking about too was the fact that like you're thinking about using those things and using those things well. I'm going to talk to you about a very interesting philosophy. It is called the Unix philosophy. The Unix philosophy in the programming world. Yeah, it is super interesting. It comes from, I guess, the concepts that were created from Bell Laboratories, which then evolved into AT&T back in the 1970s and 80s. There were two core attributes to it. One that is completely unrelated to what you're doing, and one that is absolutely relevant to what you're doing. The first one is that everything is a file. I don't think you are a file, so we're gonna skip that one.
You consider yourself a file here, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. We are technically files in this world of VR chat. The other thing is that inside Unix, programs were designed to do one thing and one thing well. And that is the core piece that I love. because inside this land, the goal is that you have components that are really good at one thing, but then you pipe them to other components that also do one thing well. So it's one thing, one really high quality thing at the end. When I think about it,
Right.
that's very much how a lot of people try to operate best they can. If you're working with your limitations in a very small and condensed manner, those things really shine. For example, another thing that I think about, aside from, I want to avoid using my laptop example for the longest time, but I'll talk about images, for example. Images, I once tried to challenge myself where I tried to draw something with just pure black and white. So like silhouette kind of style. But just by practicing that, you could get all sorts of different type of outcomes. For example, there was a Flash game called Shift. It used black and white to kind of figure out how to set up your platforms, get your character in different positions in order to go through each of the puzzles.
Yep.
In your case, you've got something really cool here. You have yourself what's necessary, but then the techniques that you learn can also travel regardless of what kind of stuff that you use moving forward, and that's really crucial for what you're trying to understand.
Yes. Yes.
That's really cool, man. In your case, perhaps maybe a detailed follow-up question would be, like, with the stuff that you have learned with your DDJ 400, do you feel like there are some things that port over to stuff that go beyond the component itself? Or are there other ways that you've figured out how to do a method that go beyond your DDJ 400? Or I don't know if the question makes a lot of sense, but that's basically I'm thinking is you're able to...
mean...
Oh, go ahead.
You mean basically some like techniques that I don't use the DJJ 400, but like on the PC or
something of that caliber. You've learned some concepts. Perhaps you can use them on the DJJ 40, perhaps not. But you've learned to do them regardless. But you don't need the tool for it completely.
I mean some minor stuff, I would say, that I do without the DJJ 400. It's like, so recently what I like figured out or like done is I can have like sound bites, and then with a push of a button I can basically bring the sound bites in, or they play basically over the music and then stop again on their own.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I'm doing with basically just mouse and then basically clicking on the button, because I don't really have a dedicated button on the on the decks to do that just with the DJ 400. So that's one thing where I say, okay, there are the limitations with the DJ 400, but other stuff. I mean, I would say other stuff that I also do without DJ 400 is just preparation for the shows, like selecting the music and basically adding all the cue points and everything.
Yeah.
That's also a thing that I just do with like mouse and then just dragging in the songs and everything, because it's just faster.
Right. Okay.
But when I play, then mostly I do all the stuff with decks.
Yeah. No, that makes sense, because you don't want to necessarily make like a mistake. Like if you click on something and then all of a sudden you have like a bass boost, you go... I don't know if that would be a realistic thing, but...
And trust me, that happened unfortunately a lot.
Oh no!
In my careers. The bass one, but also what happened a lot is that I sometimes accidentally either put the track onto the wrong side of the decks, where basically a track is already playing, so I basically put the track on and then the track just stops and the new one plays.
Yeah.
Which happened quite a lot, honestly. And also what also happened quite a lot, especially in VR chat, because I'm also DJing with my controllers and they are pretty like massive.
Right.
I oftentimes accidentally hit the play and pause button, so I accidentally just paused the music in the middle of the show. So
Oh, okay, yeah, no,
that's
that makes
also
sense.
quite fun.
Okay, yeah, I can hear that. One thing that I think about is like, the ability to just use what you have is also fascinating to me in the sense that the stuff that you learn winds up being muscled per se. So the stuff that you have, I'm
Yes.
trying to figure out how to describe this, but if you are using your DJ
Muscle memory.
yeah, it gets trained on. You understand how your system works, and then it becomes
Yes.
kind of part of the style per se. That's the way that I
Yes.
like to think
Yes.
about it. And I
Yes.
think one example that I brought up with you a while back was like some people learn to cook an egg for the first time, and there's stuff that they learn. They learn the basics and they get beyond it.
Right. Yeah.
One day they get bored,
Yeah.
and they're like, I don't like this egg anymore.
Yeah.
And then they figure out,
Yeah.
oh wait, I can do this. No, wait, I can do this. And then all of a sudden they make a very custom egg, and it is something that changes out, but you get a lot of practice in the process of how they have things in, what are their limitations, is their griddle capable of being non-stick, like all those dynamics change how they make their egg, and then they'll like it. So you get to that point, and it's kind of like similar to how I think about how you're trying to train with what you have in this moment. You can still make something really amazing out of that process.
Yes.
That's really, really cool. Whoa. Oh. Frixo S got a boop. Bah. Oh my goodness. Whoa. That is like super cool. Let us see. Okay, so here's something interesting. I kind of had this question. I think you partially answered this, but this is more around like you were talking about how you trained yourself a little bit over time. Once you got to your first show, this is a fast forward. Your first show, what was it like for your first show? I'm kind of curious.
For my first show, and that was particularly in the basement.
Yeah.
But for my first show, I was really, really nervous. So I was kind of like that guy that basically in a sense over prepared everything.
Oh yeah.
So I basically got a bunch of music. I trained like for days and days on end to basically get like the rhythm down and to don't make any mistakes. And at the end, the funny thing is I trained a lot. I didn't want to make mistakes, but the mistakes just basically happened.
Yes.
And I also kind of in that moment, I think when I think back, I kind of in that moment felt like what is the word? I felt basically yes, I felt kind of embarrassed because I did make the mistakes, but then like a few moments back at the same day, I also then thought, I mean, yes, I made the mistakes, but I also can learn about them. Basically, what did I make wrong? How can I improve it later? And that's basically how I over the years improved, because I learned from my mistakes that I did previously. And honestly, a lot of the mistakes that I did, I'm still doing sometimes.
Right.
But I also say, well, I mean, it's a part of being on a live show, because you can train to a certain bit, but then all the other things are kind of out of your control because you can't really know what will happen in the moment.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's so fascinating. You first of all stuck with it, which is a really exciting thing to hear. right? Because it's like, oh my
Of course.
goodness, you could be in that moment, and I'm sure.
And-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just also saying to your point, I had a lot of times, but we can come back to that later. But I had a bunch of times, especially in VR chat, like my Han said, that I almost were about to quit DJing and like not do it anymore. But I'm still glad that I hung around, and I always say, as long as I have people that enjoy it and I have behind, I will still keep going.
Oh yeah, that's really awesome to hear. Like, the first thing that I hear is like, you made the mistakes, your brain all of a sudden goes, I made a mistake, gosh darn it! And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, wait a minute, I just gotta do this little thing. And then after a little bit you go, oh, I just gotta do this little thing again, and again, and again, and all of a sudden your brain goes, hey, wait a minute, I just learned like a whole bunch of other things in that process. What? Where? It's okay. My brain thinks about this. You start out with a bridge, right? So you start out here,
Right.
you make a mistake, you go, ah! But then you come back, and then you continue to build, and then build, and then build, and then build, and then you're going, okay, I'm doing good. How did I get over here? What?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yep.
This is weird. So like, you used it. You used the stuff that you were frustrated with, and you embraced it in order to actually keep moving forward. That's fantastic. I keep thinking about that. AI viewers at Streamboot, get out, please. Adapt. No, buddy. If it weren't for Bookspot,
AI alert.
if it weren't for Bookspot, you probably would have already been deleted. So, scoot. Thank you. Anyway, LOL, no need to get away. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. But no, that makes a lot of sense. The fact that you started out with that and you were nervous. I'll be real with you. Like, I was pretty nervous when I did stuff like doing streams like this too. And I remember going in on a Saturday and I would try to think, okay, how am I going to pronounce all this? I'm nervous as heck. How is this going to be pushed out? But I want to ask personally. So despite the feedback, oh my gosh. He stuck something on you, sir.
I think I missed it.
It's...
Oh. I just seen this. What the
Good grief.
Damn right, hun.
Where's my train of thought going? Oh, okay. So here's the question that I have. So you basically, the mind winds up being your own worst critic, and that's really intense on you.
Yes.
But despite that, did you ever feel like do you come across any of your audience that you talked to like later down, and like did they help you at all kind of get a fuller picture of how the experience was later after your first one?
Well, I have to really think back. I think yes and kind of no. I mean both. I mean, some people like take. I mean, of course, my mentor in that sense.
Oh my gosh.
He definitely told me like a lot. Like, hey, you did a great job. That could be a bit better, or you could do this later. Some of my friends definitely also gave me tips. And some people were just there enjoying the vibe, or just saying, hey, I really like the music, or didn't say anything at all. I mean, it kind of goes in both directions.
Yes.
But again, with every feedback, I definitely appreciate it, because that's how we can like master our craft or grow as a person.
Yes.
So yeah.
That is fascinating. Because I think about like my early days of like doing like camera work for a different church. Like one of the things that I was
Right.
nervous to death about is like I didn't get a lot of feedback for a while, and sometimes I would get like stuff being done better, but I was always wondering, am I doing good? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
But then one
Yeah.
day there was something interesting that happened. The director over there, he was talking to somebody who was like learning to direct, and then I was in the middle of making a move, and I hear him from the back, and he goes, "Look at this guy and how he's panning. The way he's doing it is exactly what you need to have happen." And I go, oh, "That's nice. That's pretty interesting to hear." But like, I learned something from that, and it's like, even if
Right.
you're not necessarily getting feedback directly, no feedback is also feedback, which is interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, because like,
And like you said, you're basically your own worst critic, which can be bad for some scenarios or sometimes, but it can also be good, because you basically watch your own stuff in a different perspective, like in the perspective of the audience, or in the perspective of like a different cameraman, or
yes. Yes.
and I also had those, or I'm still fighting with those demons that I sometimes think, if like I'm staying up on top of the stage and then basically doing my stuff, and then I see a bunch of people in the art chat just not dancing, or maybe just like conversating, and I'm still fighting with those demons that like tell me, oh, am I doing something wrong, or am I playing the wrong music, or whatever. But oftentimes when I also write the owners from the club, or like after the set, a bunch of times people just come to me and then saying, oh no, you really did play great music and we loved it and everything, we just basically conversed or whatever. So it's like a fine balance of hearing to those voices, but also kind of in some senses ignore them.
Yes. That makes a lot of sense. It's hard. Sometimes your brain wants to think that it's going like really intense, but then you brought up something that's so interesting, because at the point that you get to where you're thinking a lot about the subject at hand, and you're thinking, okay, I got to do this very particularly. Sometimes people just don't really pay attention to the things that you're paying attention to, which blessing curse ish.
Yes.
Like,
yes. And that's definitely a blessing curse with DJing, because as like a DJ, you always want to push like the envelope and do better and do great stuff, and oftentimes the people don't really like care about, oh, you did like that transition a little bit differently, or you put that effect on it, or
right,
or you did whatever with the visuals or whatever. They just there to basically enjoy the vibe and just having a great time.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And I feel like that's what really matters a ton, is the vibe itself. Because once you actually get into that rhythm and you get to that point where it's like people are enjoying it, like that, I feel like that's a strong signal. You're doing what you're wanting to do,
Yes.
and you're there. It's a good feeling. And
Yes.
it also for me feels like a little bit of closure, because it's like, okay, people are happy.
Yes.
We're having a good time. But you know what? Even if I feel like it's rough around the edges, I can enjoy what we have in this moment, and then I can happily change it later. Even if people don't notice it, I'll be happy with it. And, you know, you can put in that change, and then it'll show later if you feel like that you're able to share it later. And that's really, really useful.
Yes.
People will enjoy that vibe. You can make changes, but you don't have to be worried that it's going to be a game breaker or anything like that.
Yes.
Oh goodness. Also, we have been. I secretly put up a slideshow this whole time. Look! What did it? Look! Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay, we're gonna put this over here.
I was wondering how long will it take you to realize?
I was looking at the camera. I was
wondering how long it takes.
I was looking at the camera, like staring at that, and I go, "Wait a minute, what's on my back?" Oh, gee. Oh gosh. You know what? We're gonna grab this. I'm gonna get him.
What? Hey, I'm just having a good time. Spicing it up a little bit.
Okay. This is. I'm happy. This is like my favorite. This is my favorite POV cam right here. Is the lock cam. Oh my goodness. All right. So, on the subject of that, yeah. So, one of the things that we talked about earlier is the fact that he doesn't just do IRL DJ sets. These slides that we have been showing this whole time are his VR chat DJ sets, which is really exciting. He's been working really hard on like being in this area a lot. There's a lot of stuff that VR chat has in order to support this kind of structure overall. But honestly, I could spitball all I want. I kind of want to hear your experience from this. And this isn't a question that it probably is in there, but I'm just going to ask it straight up. So when it comes to working with the IRL space, what was it like to actually get into VR chat? And I know it sounds there's going to be a step up from that, from what I understand. But what was it like to get into VR chat to do something for DJs?
So, also that I'm like understanding that correct. You're also asking how I got into VR chat, or
let's do. That's actually a good step question. How about that? We'll do that. So like, what actually brought you into VR chat?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Right. Okay. Well, so basically, the first thing, and I think I'm talking for a lot of people here in VR chat, or furries and human VR chatters, but what brought me into VR chat is, unfortunately, but of course, the pandemic.
Oh, yes. Okay.
When the pandemic hit, and of course, all the clubs closed. So I had to kind of get creative. So first, before I got into VR chat, I used to play in VR in an app that is actually called TribeXR.
Okay.
I also think you had a photo of that one, or a video or something, I don't know.
Oh, we sure do. We've got a video of it.
Oh, we've got video. Okay, nice. So basically, to kind of explain it, what that app is, it's basically an app where you are also in like a virtual environment like this, but you can't really move anywhere. You're just standing behind the DJ decks, and it's basically a one-to-one replica of the real-life DJ decks. So that's also how I then continuously learned. And I used to play in there a lot during the pandemic. And then funnily enough, a friend of mine called Christoph, who runs Club O, actually was in search for some like TribeXR DJs, because he found that kind of concept pretty interesting, that you have that avatar and then basically play like on those decks. And I got to play one set for his club, and also got exposed to the furry community and also to like VR chat itself. And I really kind of liked the environment with VR chat, that you have like these cool, like this environment,
Yeah.
and can walk around, have your own avatars and everything. And that's where I basically then started to kind of a little bit shift over into the VR chat space. Still doing my performances over TribeXR in VR chat. So I had basically 2 VR apps running at the same time, which I'm still surprised that my PC didn't kill me, or my PC didn't kill itself, honestly.
Wow.
And then I basically had the DJJ 400, and I also got a tip from Gearstock how to basically play on your real life decks but in VR chat. And then I tried that out, and that basically compounded into a shit ton of sets in VR chat for like I think 6 years is it now that I'm in, I think 6 or 5 years that I've been in VR chat. I ever since did a lot of shows like this one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. It sounds like a very good gradual like evolution. The fact that you did 2 VR apps at the same time. What?
Yeah. Definitely don't ask how. Definitely don't ask how my frame rate was doing. I was playing through I think like 20 FPS in TribeXR.
Oh, flip.
In VR chat, I just had like my avatar just standing there basically.
Right.
So, yeah, no, it was definitely something.
That's wild, man. Holy cow. So, I'm kind of curious. Do you still do like DJ sets in that other VR space now, or do you feel like VR chat's more of the place to be for this sort of thing?
Yes. So I did it for a while. I basically did both. So I did some sets for TribeXR basically. So they also have their own Twitch channel. You can just search it up. TribeXR are they called? And different DJs basically can play in that app like for an hour, just a set.
Mm-hmm.
And I was feeling like I was kind of like going nowhere with TribeXR. Basically, the shows on Twitch like had their same viewership and not really a lot. And in VR chat, I kind of felt a little bit more like me, and also had the same feeling with like going to a real club and just playing a set.
Yeah.
With the lights and the like crazy stuff you can do now in VR chat, what we saw with Virality, honestly.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That was kind of honestly more fun to do. And the one thing I really miss on TribeXR is just like the club environment, because when you're in the app, you are not like in VR chat with other people. You're basically by yourself in the environment and just playing. And like the human connection, or the connection itself, I kind of missed.
Yes.
And that's why I then transitioned fully into VR chat, because you have the interaction with the people. You can see them. You can read basically how they're doing. Can you change something on the fly? And it's just way more fun, honestly.
Yes. That sounds incredibly rich, actually. Like, in terms of, like, the detail that you have. I remember when initially with my first job, we had like a very strong priority when it came to communicating things, right? So if it was something fairly basic, like, hey, can you like go check my code real quick? You could like send a text. But if there's something more prominent or an emergency or something like that, you would go into a Zoom call. But one of my favorite things, like exactly what you're saying right there, is VR chat because right here you can have arms and legs move. You can have like we can see that you're drinking water right now. It's a human connection. All humans have the
Yep.
water. But
Yep.
like you can see it. You can see body language. You can see
Instead
people
of water,
groove
it's
out.
cola.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, no. Again, it's the movement and seeing like the immediate reaction that your music is doing, and that's one thing I still to this day love about DJing is just reaction. Basically seeing the immediate reaction that your music is doing, that you worked so hard on for like weeks or months, whatever set or show you're preparing, basically. And this alone is like gratitude enough for me, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Just seeing, hey, people enjoying what you're doing.
Totally, man. I get that. It's just being able to be one with that environment. Something that
What the fuck? I just saw the Jägermeister bottle when I did one show. I played a Jägermeister set and two people. That's one thing that I was saying right now, like the reaction. Just when you play like a song like Jägermeister and then two people in the world just change to Jägermeister bottles with two googly eyes on them and just dance to your music. It's that thing that makes it worth it, honestly.
Oh, that's so fun. I would have never thought about that. That is hilarious.
I know, it's just... Oh, man.
Oh, that's great. Oh, boy. One thing, too, I want to say, before, I'm tempted to actually start playing some of your stuff, but the other thought that I had, I'm like so tempted to keep on the hook, is like, the way you describe it makes a ton of sense, because I saw some of the people that you had influences of. Right, so these people, I might actually switch over to this. I'll go ahead and swap my slideshow because I think that would make sense to share. I'll do this and then this. See, I'm not curling up like a ball anymore. I'm learning things. I learned how to get a stool downstairs.
See?
It's amazing. We're
It's the little
evolving.
things that make the biggest difference.
Okay, so
You're gonna upgrade from a stool to a coffee table.
I would if my dad said yes. He didn't let me use it today.
There we go.
Yeah, so here's one of your influences. I was staring at like this guy and like several others. And one of the things that I saw is just like, it felt like he was at a control deck, right? So he went there and he was like so excited to get the audience moving, right? He would go, "Ha!" and the audience would go, "Ha!"
Yes.
And like, it would be like really, really exciting to just see the energy flow like that.
It's basically not like controlling the audience, but it's basically feeling the energy, just being in the moment, just feeling what the audience is feeling in a sense.
Oh yeah, and you said too, this is from your own words, like one of the things that you really love is being able to share a story, right? So inside of your own music, it's not that you're trying to mind control, even though there's like blatant like mind control stuff in one of your guys' things, which I thought was funny. It's it's being able to share a mood, right? So if you're having a rough day, maybe you have like the opposite effect and you're able to share like a strong vibe that brings somebody into another direction, right? Of course, I don't have, I'm just sort of spitballing, but like, that's kind of what she reminded me a little bit, is just having the flow, being able to share like how you want to describe a feeling of yours.
Right.
And then just being able to display it with absolute artistic value there.
Right, yeah. So most my shows that I'm doing, or my sets, however we want to call it, it's basically I always like to, when I search my music, I always like to listen to my heart in that sense, or listen to my soul, what it's feeling in the moment. And you can also really, if you see like a show of mine or a set of mine, you can really feel it, honestly. And I also like you said, like to tell a story. Mostly I try also in my shows try to tell basically my story, where I've been coming from, what I've been going through, what is like in my future, and do that through like a music style.
Oh yeah.
And that's one thing that music really is strong in, is basically people can connect to music like the strongest, honestly. Everybody has like their favorite song they like to listen to for whatever reasons. And it might be because you're feeling sad or happy or alone or like together with someone or whatever the reason might be. And that's like the feeling that you feel in the moment is what connects you to the song, basically.
Yes. There were some very interesting things that you said there, because it's like you are thinking about how your life has been going through, but then that is the catalyst and the launcher to being able to bring something that's just down to earth and right there in the moment, right? So having that strength right there to deliver it, but then also I always think of emotions as like compressed zip folders. These are things that like people are trying to understand and get out, but they don't know how. So then your mind goes, ha, I know how to do that. And then you wind up like making an interesting tool to make them bring out something in a way that they couldn't have. So that's really cool that you have been able to do that and deliver it. But then people also feel that vibe, which is why if it feels like everybody's in strong unison, it's not that they're being mind controlled, although I love the visuals.
No, they just feel they are just in the moment with. I think he crashed again.
Okay.
I think they are just. I think, or not. I think they are basically just in the moment. They are feeling. They are feeling. That's why I also love the genre trance music, because trance music is described as a music where you are basically falling into a trance.
Yes.
That's why it's called that way. But honestly, it's also true with like every type of music style, because if you are in the moment and feel the music, then you are in kind of a trance, what you call like hypnotized or basically mind controlled.
You're right there, smack dab in the moment. Oh my goodness. And I kind of want an excuse to talk about yin and yang for a minute, because look at this guy's avatar. This guy previously, if we were to look back at like what he had before, he had a yin and yang. He's fully gone yin and yang with this avatar. You see, he's got his white and his black. It's so cool. But it's clear why he's embodying that, right? So when he's embodying this, he understands fully that he's got to be in full tune, and that is so ambiguous for me to say. But he described it himself, right? He's got his feelings that he is wanting to portray and display out into the world. How does he do that? He puts his focus onto a craft that, despite having maybe this DDJ 400, a Mac, and everything, he is driving everything in through absolutely everything that he knows in this moment to dream? Well, yeah, sure, dream. To dream up something that would absolutely like bring it out to an audience that would understand it. So he is using all the yin and all the yang kind of balanced right in there to make a blend of something that has smooth transitions, stuff that he likes, that allows it to like just flow. And I could continue to spitball, but essentially what he is trying to do is to create a very interesting balance that allows for everybody to be in that trance per se, or in other words, feeling what he's feeling.
Yeah. You put it perfectly.
Oh goodness. Well, I had to help. I have the help of the teacher right here. You're teaching me a lot today.
Oh, that's why we're all here.
Yeah.
Just to learn.
It's fun stuff. Let me see over here what we got. Believe it or not, we've actually been talking for an hour and 24 minutes already, which is very wild.
Yep.
I want to be real, because like
Insane.
I would get scared in something like a business interview, because I've gone to a couple that are just like, what are your strengths?
Oh,
What are your
yeah.
weaknesses? And they go, okay. And I
Oh,
go,
yeah.
like they're not giving you feedback. I
Oh,
hate
yeah,
that.
I know.
I hate that.
I know. Me too. I really don't like it.
Oh my gosh, that's not fun because you don't get the flow. I'm glad that we're flowing somehow, and with those business interviews, how dare they? They get their questions and they're done. Okay, I understand, but still, we gotta have a conversation, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see. We'll go into here. Wait a minute. How dare me? I didn't ask some important questions. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
So, I realized I forgot to ask you a very important question, all right? So, I got word from the zoo. They told me that you got to keep an animal, sir. Congratulations. You get to keep an animal. So, they were telling me, though, that based off of what they have, they managed to litter and potty train everything, and they won't bite. So my question to you is, like, if you were to go pick something out, because they said congratulations, this is just for bearded. What kind of animal would you want to go get out of the zoo?
Out of the zoo,
Oh yeah.
honestly, I'm a big fan. Honestly, I would get a snake.
Ooh. That's
I'm
a
just
good
a
one.
big fan of snakes.
Yes.
I mean, scaly, so yeah, makes sense.
I can see that. You know, they've got their advantages too. I've got a couple of friends that like have snakes,
Yeah.
and they tell me they're like
Noodle.
they're really easy to take care of too. Like you just need to feed them like once in a while, so it wouldn't be absolutely terrible.
I
if you
know,
would do
I
that.
know.
Yeah. Oh gosh. You know what scares me though? They do like to cling. I will say, cause
Oh yeah, I know.
there was one time I went to a local carnivores and they shared some snakes, and the instant that I had one, it started to immediately. Oh, they also like darkness. So as soon as one came over, I had my jacket
Yes.
on, and they went, and I go, ah!
Yep, right into the jacket. Yep.
Yeah, immediately. It was crazy.
When I held a snake for the first time, I think it was actually a pretty large one. They basically put it onto my arm, around my shoulder, basically onto the other arm, and immediately, like the tail coiled around my arm, and it's also interesting to see because snakes, like snake bodies, are pretty strong. Like the muscles they have, they are really
Well, they're all
strong.
just one giant muscle, if you think about it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep,
It's nuts, man.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Basically you have turned yourself into a fancy new tree just for them.
Yep.
Well, since you're here,
That
Locke,
can be same about cats.
blah. Oh. I got a question for you. We're gonna get up close and personal. So
Yes.
the zoo talked to me too, and they said that Locke also got a free animal that is potty trained and won't bite. So, like, if you were to go get something out of that zoo, what do you think you'll go get?
Out of the zoo.
Oh yeah, they're all potty trained and everything.
Well, honestly, I think it'd probably be a bearded dragon, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh,
Oh.
good answer.
Well, they've got one of those like right here, you know. So you're gonna make a collection.
No correlation. No correlation.
Oh goodness.
I'm more like an Eastern dragon. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Well, at least you don't have to be potty trained.
But no.
Oh gosh. I'm kind of curious. So you said
But
bearded.
yeah, bearded dragon would also be one choice I would take, honestly. I
Okay,
also
yeah,
really
yeah.
like bearded dragons.
My goodness. So okay, I'm genuinely curious. How large are those things? Are they Komodo dragon size, or like how big do they tend to
the
Bearded
size of an
dragons,
iguana
I
or slightly smaller.
think,
go? Okay.
I think they can get this big,
Oh my goodness.
or maybe bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, when they're born, they're already about, give or take, 4 inches. So if you think about
So
it
they
into
can
adulthood,
get
maybe
pretty
about
big.
just shy of over a foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so
They
weird
can
to
get
think
pretty
about.
big.
Because you say only a
But
foot.
I mean, they're very friendly. They love the warmth, and if you just cuddle with them, it's honestly kind of funny. It's like a crocodile or or like a little
Oh, yeah.
gator. They love warmth. They will always nuzzle up to you.
they-
They love the darkness, and they love moist areas because they're always dry.
Huh.
They really like to cuddle with you.
I'm learning something new. That is fascinating. Like, it sounds
Well, it's not
terrible.
every day that a cat asks about a reptile.
Yeah. We used to have a Maltese dog. She was like yay big, but I like measured her one day. I'm trying to, at least, because she likes to move around. But like I measured her and she's like maybe a foot or so. So I'm thinking that's like Maltese sized dragon there. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a big boy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That's interesting. No, now I'm curious. I'll have to cuddle with one sometime and see what that's like. That's something to put on the list.
Pretty scaly.
Yeah. That is fascinating.
Yeah.
And then, okay. So, one of the other questions, this was an important one, okay? So, a triangle has a perimeter of 50. If 2 of its sides are equal and the third side is 5 more than the equal sides, what is the length of the third side?
You're just doing that because I told you I hate math.
No pointing in my way either. I am not good at lines or triangles or squares, circles, whatever. I just know, hey, that's round, that's sharp, don't touch.
I see ya.
I'll be real, it took me like a few minutes to figure it out, like after I saw the answer, so I'll just, okay, no, I'll be, okay, I promise, I pulled it out of something called onlinemathlearning.com/geometrymathproblems.html.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
So for those listening at home, if you're a mathematician, the answer was 20. By the way, I just thought I would put that in there. I would be terrified to use that thing. I don't use math and programming, so.
Slightly off.
Oh
Lucky.
gosh. I think there are some people who do need to use it, though, depending on what they do. I feel like my gut wants to say that if you're doing a lot of game graphics, then you probably do have to run into math at least once in a while. That's the way that my brain thinks.
Yeah. Not as often, but yeah.
Yeah, not incredibly often, just sometimes. Sometimes you need to. Let's see. So back on the subject of actual questions. Let us see here.
Not an obtuse angle to a circle.
I will not be able to
see myself out. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome to the DJ stream where we secretly teach you some edutainment math. Let's go.
Half of your followers will probably fall off immediately as soon as I hear that intro.
Oh gee. Well, let's do this. So I was gonna ask one question, but we have this guy just doing this motion for the longest time. So my thought is, you think you could talk about some of the people like that influence the kind of art style that you? Oh my gosh! Why didn't I show the videos yet? Ah! Okay. Okay.
We got too much into the flow.
Too much into the. I'm excited. I'm just excited. Okay. So here's what we'll do. First and foremost, we're going to show the videos because last time I put the videos near the very end. I'm not making that same mistake again. So what we're going to do, we're literally about half point, so I think it's good to show some videos. We'll like clip through some things. But the first thing is for Mr. Locke over here and for anyone else watching who may or may not have epilepsy. I am saying right now as I'm flashing, I apologize. This next video is going to have epilepsy stuff where we have flashing lights.
Yes.
It'll look like me, but a lot worse.
All set.
Perfect.
It looks a lot worse, so please be careful watching the next clips.
Yes. So if anybody has any like seizure prone issues that happen, just please make sure that you are not watching this part. If you want to listen to like audio only, I know that mobile has the ability to turn off video completely, which I typically do when I'm driving, right? So if I'm wanting to listen to somebody's stream, I'll just listen to like the audio or whatever. So if that's an option for you, you can do that right now. We're going to go ahead and show some of Bearded's work. We'll see where that goes. Without further ado,
I'm pretty interested.
Yeah.
I'm pretty interested to see what you put in there.
So this first thing, we'll go ahead and mute VLC for a minute. We're gonna have a small interrupt, but then we're gonna actually show the video. So I think we'll do this and this. And in the video itself, it says video contains flashing lights, flashing brights. We'll go ahead and skip around. We'll start here. And I can't hear the audio, but it's actually going to be inside the show
This video.
Yeah. So we'll let this play for a minute. So this is an example of what he does. He is in VR chat in this particular stream. So for... Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny is that like inside the video, it almost looks like you're using this deck right here.
Right.
That's funny.
That would be a bit too small for my giant hands.
So in this particular sequence, how would you say, I'm trying to figure out the right question for this. What brought you, like, wow. What was it like to do this one in particular, I guess? Maybe that's a good question.
It was pretty fun. I do remember this set was one of my, this set was a set like a first time for this particular club. As you also can see, it's like a pretty new like club organization.
Yeah.
If I can say it like that, but there are not like many people there. But it was pretty fun, yes. Of course, like I also said, it's also sometimes hard to battle with your own demons because a lot of voices told me like, oh, there are not many people there and you're just playing for yourself. But also it kind of reminded me, when I was back, when I did like my first couple of shows in that basement.
Right.
Because I also didn't have many people there or played for myself basically. And it kind of looped around to that because I basically said, hey, yeah, there are not many people there, but also I'm kind of learning and I'm kind of practicing in that sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It was really fun, and I mean, you can also kind of see, like I said, I mean, that's also a little bit more tamer than I usually behave behind the decks. But normally I really bounce around a lot.
Oh yeah. This is fascinating to watch because like when I think about how people would set up their stuff in real life, you have yourself like lights, you have yourself video player and whatnot. But in this case, for those who actually haven't seen like VR chat DJ stuff, this is kind of interesting because there are actual things that he can control here alongside some other things that come as a bonus, right? So in our case, like you saw earlier, I have audio link. I think you have audio link here too in this video, or
Yes, so basically all the lights that are in the background
Yeah.
moving are completely audio linked. So they react to different, like either to the bass or mid notes, the high notes, or the treble. And also my avatar itself, in some like instances, you can see if the lights are too bright. You can see like the white on my arms or on my chest is also audio linked.
yeah.
Oh yeah, also by the way, guys, this is my former self before I got my retexture.
Yeah.
I definitely have to say I look way better than I did before.
Oh, if it's like you're shedding into a new
But-
skin.
Yes. I also did one post, and I think you have that photo actually. I did one post on Blue Sky where I posted that photo and just wrote above it a new chapter.
Yeah.
Because it's basically I'm entering a new chapter right now with my skin and everything.
Yes. Yeah, that's
So yeah, but yeah, basically all the lights that are flashing are all audio linked basically. So they are reacting to the music that I'm playing.
That's cool. That's really cool. And
Yes.
you mentioned earlier that you're also using like your Valve Index knuckles while also using your DJ set. Is that how I understand it?
Yes. So basically, I don't know when it's cutting back to me again, but I mean you can kind of see myself right there. That I'm moving my hand basically to that knob or basically to the next slider, and because the cool thing about the knuckles is you have the strap around your back hand basically, and you don't really need to grab them.
Yeah.
So I can basically, without grabbing my knuckles controllers, basically grab all the knobs and everything and basically control it with like my hands and my VR hands to have a little bit more expression in there basically.
Yeah. That's fun. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Here's what I wonder, because it feels like you guys are pulling off a magic trick whenever that happens. Like I always love seeing this happen. When you're doing all of that too, do you have like a visual of what's happening with your DJ set while you're in VR chat? So like, is there like an extra overlay that happens when you're working with your deck, for example?
Right. By the way, real quick to the other thing, you can see right there. I'm grabbing my right there. I'm grabbing my controller
Oh yeah.
and basically doing it with my hands. Unfortunately, in that part of my room, the tracking is a little bit weird, so that's why my hand is kind of like going in and out. But so visual, what I'm doing. So the funny thing is, yes, I had before, I can do it with specialized programs. So on Windows, or on Steam, there's a program called XS Overlay.
Yes.
And with that program, you can basically bring up your screen, your Windows screen, basically on into like VR, and you can basically put on your DJ program basically in front of you. That's what I'm sometimes doing, but if I'm in heavier worlds, I have to be a bit creative, and I'm actually just looking basically through my nose hole in my headset basically, and just looking through there and seeing where basically kind of everything is.
Yeah.
It's less optimal, but it still works. So yeah.
That's fascinating. I'm kind of wondering, have you tried like using the Steam VR like overlays at all for that stuff as well? Because I know that they have like the ability to pop stuff
I
out.
I also did, but unfortunately with Steam, I don't know why, but it made my PC lag even more than Access Overlay, so I just stuck with Access
Ooh.
Overlay, honestly.
Okay, I see. I see. That's so interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I've tried Excess Overlay before, but for me, like, I've tried to use it, but it actually crashed multiple times, and I tried to do a stream. So I'm like I'm trying to like
Huh.
get away from that myself. But if I had a stronger PC,
Right.
I think that would totally work out for something like that. But that's really cool because I've heard that be
Yeah.
used everywhere. That's awesome.
Oh
Um,
yes, almost every like furry creator or like DJs that DJ in VR chat do that with Access Overlay.
Gotcha, yeah. And the other thing that you mentioned too, you're also using something called VR CDN in order to like have the music synced up a little bit more. Is that what I
Yes.
understand? Yeah.
Yes, so basically, it gotten to a point that VRCDN is like a standard for VR chat DJs now. I mean, some DJs still can use Twitch, but the cool thing about VRCDN against Twitch, which we also heard multiple times you saying,
Yeah.
is that you have almost no latency. So you have like almost, I think, like 1 or 2 seconds latency, but that's all. With Twitch, you obviously have, I think, up to, I think, 15 seconds of latency or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And it's just cool because, and also, obviously, another big part is you don't have the ads that play during your show. So
Yeah.
a lot of DJs, I'm seeing this, a lot of DJs that use Twitch, which is totally fine, but for like DJ shows when you play and then in the middle of the set, that big screen comes up where it says, "Oh, or I think it says ad break," and then like the 30-second countdown
Yes.
goes, and it just honestly brings people out people out of the experience.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That is so funny. That is interesting that that's happened in actual shows. So I'm glad that like you are using VR CDN for something like that. That makes a lot of sense for what you do.
Yes, and yeah, VRCDN has those perks, and also the cool thing is you can with VRCDN just give out guest keys basically, and then people can use your VRCDN to basically stream. So that's
Yeah.
also a pretty neat part. But yeah, for DJing, VRCDN is honestly becoming a standard.
Yes.
Almost every club that I worked with asked for VRCDN, honestly.
That's good.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. It's cool to hear like how all this works behind the scenes. So, I mean, to summarize what I've seen so far, you have yourself like an audio linked experience. So the music is like one-to-one with the environment, while you also have VR CDN for like really low latency stuff, which allows you to also dance to the beat, and everyone can dance to the beat with you. So it allows for that kind of near live
Yes.
experience. And then you also have the ability to either play the trick of using your peephole, or you can have an overlay, which allows you to see everything that you need in order to actually get the sets
Yes.
done. So,
Yes.
I mean, I like hearing all that because to think about it, a lot of that stuff probably just goes not really thought about if you're used to like the IRL experiences, right? Because it's like, hang on, so this guy's got all the bleeps
Yes.
that go bloop, but then wait a minute, he's doing all the same stuff here. How the heck is that going on? So
Yeah.
maybe that's just
It's
more.
definitely a lot of background moving parts for like a whole show to come together.
Oh heck yeah! Like from the engineering side of things, that's probably why my brain was like really excited to hear how all that operates. Because it's like,
Yes.
oh goodness, you just don't quite know like how all that works. But that's the thing; it's the process. It's the process that goes into the trick, right? Because on one side, yeah,
Yes.
you could be down into that area that you are, like the basement-like area that you originally practiced in. You have all the stuff that is visible to the human eye. Now you're in a challenge
Yes.
because you have impaired senses, but you also have senses enhanced to other degrees. So you have to adapt to your
Yes.
environment to get to something really neat of a solution.
Yes. That's where basically also kind of the muscle memory part comes in, because I did it so much that I honestly don't really, like, for the most part, don't have to look anymore, because I just know, okay, the button is there, and that's the slider, and I have to twist this now. I mean,
oh my goodness.
not to say I'm still, because of that impaired vision, still making mistakes, honestly, but I'm getting better at it.
Yeah. I'm hearing two different examples. You're basically a touch typist of the DJ world, but then you're also a driver, right? Because, like, imagine having a a race setup, right? Like a race sim setup. You have your steering wheel, you have your pedals and all that stuff, and you get immersed. You don't have to necessarily remember how
Yes.
to, like, set up those things, but you can drive. You can actually do the same kind of things
Yes.
that you would in a normal car. Only now, it's just a couple of tweaks here and there, and you can make stuff happen. That's really cool.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That's really, really fun. So I feel like it's worth pointing out because, again, the process is important, guys. Like the fact that he's here doing this right now and how he has it laid out. This is an art form. It's really difficult to get to where that is. So he is demonstrating how to do it, and it's really neat to see that in action.
Yeah.
The other thing that I saw here in this thing, since we're in the flow of it, I saw that you also are creating your own graphics, right? So there was the bearded gentleman earlier.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Yes. But now it's a sphere with TBG all over it.
yeah.
Yes, because I'm also coming from my work, from like a film industry kind of point, that I like making like my own visuals, and also I'm also self-taught, coming from like an animating standpoint.
Yeah.
That I brought those two things basically into doing my shows, and basically using different programs and also VR chat with the camera and the dolly to basically create the visuals.
Oh.
And I also use in like newer shows that I'm doing, I'm also trying to basically not only tell a story through music, but also enhance that music with visuals in the background, basically, so people don't have to like imagine, they can basically kind of see it.
Yeah.
And it's gotten really fun, honestly, and I'm trying definitely my best to make cool visuals for every show that I can.
That's cool.
But it's definitely also a lot of work.
I bet. Every show that that's a lot of work for like each individual one that can go up to an hour or more. That's a lot
Yes.
of work.
Recently.
Oh.
So yes, so one that basically I'm playing a show. I can't say the details yet because it hasn't been announced yet. but I did a custom set for this, and also custom visual for this set, and it almost took me it honestly took me almost an entire day, from morning till somewhat 3 a.m. in the night.
Oh, flip.
To do all the visuals. And and also the funny thing is, because it's like a custom set, completely done, like an hour set, and all the visuals together, the file itself is something like 15 gigabytes big.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
Because there's like a lot in there.
Wow!
But yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, so it's like you're combining a lot of your music, you're creating a lot of visuals. That's whoa. That's a lot of work, man. My gosh.
It's sometimes takes me if it's like easily done, then it takes me like 1 to 2 weeks to do a set, and if I'm like really getting into it, it can get up to 3 weeks or a month to do all the stuff in the background, basically.
Oh my gosh.
Creating the visuals, doing the camera work, making the set, of course, and yeah, it's a lot.
That's legitimately like incredible because people, oh my gosh, that's worth delivering the value because like people will hear the music, they enjoy the music, they have a good time. All of that work put in just for all the stuff that goes in the background. The fact that you're telling me all this is telling me how freaking valuable that stuff has to be for it to like really deliver the intent of what you need. That's insane, man.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So like
a show definitely has a bunch of moving parts before you can see like the finished product in a sense.
yeah. That means you're putting like every fiber of your body into that sort of thing. That is no joke for something like that to happen. That is intense.
Yes.
Wow. So when it comes down to how you make those intense visuals, so you said a couple of things already, and maybe I misheard. So like you used a little bit of VR chat in order to create some of the visuals as well, in order for all that to be delivered. Okay.
So basically, I mean, you kind of could have, or you kind of saw it in like this example, but in some sets that I did, I basically used either the normal camera or the dolly system that VRChat has now, which I totally love. I'm so glad they finally added a dolly system.
Yeah.
And I can basically make like full productions where I basically have a world and I set up a shot basically that I want, and then I basically make a full like film production in that sense, where I basically have the location, then the shot, I basically set up the dolly system, then I do the shot, and then I go on to the like next shot that I want to do until I basically have every single puzzle piece in a sense together. And then if I have everything together, then it comes to like pre-production, post-production, which basically means I just sit there on my chair in DaVinci, which I use for making the visuals.
Yes.
And I basically put every single puzzle piece together underneath the music, and then basically also try to make it, like I said, match the music and match the beat and everything. And when like that's all done, then I basically go into the venue on the day, and then basically play the music, play the visuals in the background.
Yeah. So basically, you go through a whole bunch of month of work up to, and then you go into here, and then basically, everything starts to go and explode, and there's a party, and everything just goes. It's excite. That's really cool.
Yes.
Holy cow. The flow of this, by the way, I'm actually really excited that you're saying a lot of this stuff, because it was going to reel into even another question that I was going to be asking. So I'll go ahead and switch back to the slides, because my question was, what would you say are 4 like key points of like producing all of this, right? And I feel like it's going to be weird to ask that question because then all of a sudden the brain goes, gosh, this guy said 4, but there's like 57 things that I have to like prioritize in order to get this whole show done. Gosh darn it. Why'd the cat ask that thing? So like maybe the question is, you have a few different things that pop into your mind. What are the most prominent spots when you're actually trying to develop your shows?
I mean, a prominent spot, are definitely like the biggest thing is obviously the music or the set that you are playing.
Yes.
So basically, searching the music is a big prominent spot. Because without the music, you don't have a show, at least as a DJ. And basically that's a really, really like important step, I think.
Yes.
Then another thing is, I mean, it maybe kind of ties in with like searching the music, but also like putting the set together.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, creating that kind of like flow or story. Then, of course, also the visuals, like editing the visuals to kind of bring the music out a bit. And to kind of jump off that real quick, also one thing that I wrote you that you like in Discord, what you said that was cool analogy is when I said that you kind of have to see like music or a set like a cake.
Yeah.
And that the visuals and everything is the icing on the cake. You can basically have like a perfect cake, like perfect set, but with like the icing you can make it even better. You can elevate it basically. And that's why I also say music is the important part, but also visuals is the important part, because you can have an amazing cake but shit icing, and then it sucks, and you can have amazing icing but a shit cake, and it also sucks.
Absolutely.
So it all basically ties in together.
That's
to
beautiful.
make like a beautiful experience. And the fourth part is honestly the most important part for every DJ. Just enjoy yourself.
Let's go. That's a good one.
Basically don't think too much onto what you do and be more in the moment, basically.
Yes.
That's all what DJing is about. Just be in the moment.
That's fantastic. I really like how you drove that in. You've got a whole bunch of these components. You've got the set, you have the story, you have the editing, you have the experience, but then you also have to be there. Oh my gosh. That's a twist I was not expecting, but my goodness, does that make sense? Because you could have all these things put together. You could even have like all the right things. You could have, like in the sense of maybe doing video editing, for example, a really good actor. And then you could have people who are doing really good visuals. But then the story falls apart. Or maybe people aren't fully in the soul of actually controlling the story, and it's just not there, right? It's just, there's no soul into it. So you just said something crucial. You gotta be in there. The flow has to be really good. But then each of those things have to have the individual knobs that get adjusted over time to create one thing that circumferences perhaps the core, yet everything else around it is extremely important to ensure that that core is the best that it can be.
Yes.
That's like really fascinating thing. I love your cake example too, because like when you said that really it really drove it home. It's like, okay, yes, you can have good music, but then what if somebody wants to be immersed? Oh, that was the other comment I made in our DMs, because it's like, oh, wait a minute. All of a sudden I realized maybe that's why people like to blast their music up so much with their volume. Because like, oh my gosh, I don't know if you've seen it before, but I've seen these really neat products where you can attach like a whole vest to yourself. And I don't think it's,
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's specific to VR chat, but you attach a vest, and then instead of necessarily like blasting the music gets pumped into like your rib cage essentially.
Haptic vest.
Yeah, it's a haptic vest. That's what it is.
Haptic vest. Yeah, haptic vest.
It was wild, and like the comments that I heard from something like that is like, oh my goodness, it adds another dimension to the experience. Because I bet it's when you're feeling like you're at the set and you hear boom, 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 and you become part of it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That's really interesting to think about. And the fact that that's just there on its own definitely says a lot, because people like the music, they like hearing it, but then they're looking for something else. So in that case, you are delivering that something else, and most importantly, you're giving it the soul just by being there and having a good time.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. Yes.
Love it. That's really awesome. I'd have to continue thinking about how all that works, because like so many people don't realize, I feel like I repeat this a lot. People don't realize how much stuff it goes into putting all those things together. Maybe even okay, even with like writing code, for example, sometimes things can be boring. You have to go through the mundane sometimes, even figure out like how you need to get this together. But if the juicy part works, but the parts around it doesn't, then it will break. Which is why I have, okay, here's the thing. I've got a real analogy for you guys, all right? Let's pretend I didn't have my stool. What happens when I have to go switch to a slide? I don't know, I gotta go over here, and then, whoopsie daisy! Holy cow! So you see, I kind of need that stool. It makes a part of the experience, you know?
Yeah.
Only he's got something cooler than a stool. He's got a soul, which is very cool. Holy smokes. Let us see here. So I'm glad we went down that road. I feel like that was fantastic. Also, too, just to keep time, because I know for y'all watching at home, he's actually going to be doing a last-minute DJ set, like, coming up, like, real soon. So as long as...
Oh, yeah. In 2 hours, roughly.
Yes. So we're going to have a buffer. It will be like a hard stop at about the 3rd hour that we're talking. And we're making good time now. We're making good time. So as long as we're doing that, just yell at me if like I am going overboard from time-wise, and then we can make sure that we wrap it up cleanly. So,
I will. There will be alarm bells.
Sounds like a plan. Let us see here. So, here's a very important question that is absolutely related to your craft, right? So, we got you a pack of marshmallows. We're over at a camping site, okay? So, I have my stick and everything, but when you make your marshmallows, do you prefer to have them like uncooked, or do you want to bake them into the fire a little bit, or do you want to have them nice and charred? Like, what is your preference? This is an important DJ question.
Ooh. Honestly, it has been a long time since I ate marshmallows or like roasted them, but I think I remember that I like to put them a little bit in the fire. It's kind of like a middle thing. Basically not too charred, but also not too solid. It's like the perfect like middle thing.
Yeah. Okay. I can definitely see that. Have you ever had like s'mores before? Those things are like really, really good.
I think one time, but it was so long ago, and I really want to eat some more.
I'll make you more s'mores when I come see you in Germany.
Please,
yes.
Please get him s'mores.
Yes. We will. I'm taking your word on that, okay?
I got you covered, hun. Don't worry.
Oh my goodness. Well, then on the subject of that, I'm gonna flip a script a little bit. I'm gonna ask if you're okay with it, Locke. Would you mind popping in over here?
Sure, I can.
Okay.
Come here, hon.
So, what I want to do, I want to ask personally, when you guys ran into each other, how did you guys first wind up running into each other? I guess that's the main question.
Ooh.
So this
That's
is
a
actually a
good
bit of a
story.
fun one. We happen to share a mutual friend we nickname him Bub. We just happened to join in on him playing. What was the game again? It was
Slashco.
Slashco? Yeah, we were playing Slashco.
It was Slashco.
And just it was the time that everything was just happening between us. We were just having a bit of a rough time, but we just kind of clicked after that. In a sense, you could just kind of feel it in the air that we just kind of understood, if that makes any sense.
Mutual connection, basically.
Pretty much. Ended up going to the Popcorn Palace for a while, and we were just sitting, getting ready to watch a movie, and our friend Bub had to leave, and we sat and just talked. Eventually, it just kind of went from there. And I think, what was it, like a week, 2 weeks after we started talking, you invited me to go to Shades. And it was the very first set I've ever seen you play. And that was actually the time that you were getting ready to stop playing.
Yes.
Interesting. So then,
But
the future changed because of that interaction.
yes.
Quite significantly.
Yep.
Yes, we have been together now about a year and a half, and it has been the happiest year and a half that I've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
Me too.
And then you're gonna have a bearded con, is what I'm hearing. You're going
At some point, yes.
You're going to
give or
bearded
take.
con.
That I am.
I hear that has like a
Yes.
lot of music over there, so sounds like you're gonna have a good time.
I'm hoping so. I've
Music
got 2 weeks to
and
experience it.
loud voices.
Well, there you go. I wanted to bring that up because like Locke has been here the whole time, but I wanted to make sure that like he had a proper introduction because these two are they know each other for a good long time. This is why I wanted to make sure that you guys understood
And
the
we're
context.
partners.
Yes.
Yes. Very happily.
But yes, that is what we were referring to from earlier. That's why we had a Locke cam. He was there.
Yes.
I just a little menace in the background.
So let us see here. We have a couple other things in here. So these are fun questions because these I think about in the sense that people like opposites. It's a weird thing to say, but it's from a book that I'm reading right now. It's called You're It. But it talks about when you're trying to do management of stuff, people are interested in hearing what people don't like or other things. So when it comes down to it, this is not like a don't like question, but the question is, since you've gone into DJing enough, what is something that it taught you that you feel like you wouldn't have otherwise learned if you didn't do DJing? That's the main body of the question. It's a very weird one, too.
So it's like double-sided because not only DJing taught me that, also my current job that I'm doing also taught me that, but
Oh, yeah.
DJing also taught me to basically get out of my shell or to basically get comfortable in front of an audience. To basically be like, quote unquote, the clown in front of everyone. And also it kind of also taught me to, or it's keep teaching me to basically accept myself,
Yes.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Interesting.
It basically and still, I mean, my hand can kind of second that, but I'm still learning to accept myself, but DJing also helps me with that, because you kind of in a sense have to accept yourself and accept what you're doing, to have fun what you're doing.
Right. Well, from everything that you've told me so far, right, you have to put your heart and soul into all of the aspects of it. You got to put in the music, you got to put in the video, you got to actually be there in that moment, and you have to focus on just being. So in that sense, even if you do have that mistake, it's where those things were like the human being just naturally has those things go through the system in general. But to be able to be there in that moment and to just really drive it forward, you have to have that focus. Like, it's part of the DNA of that craft from a literal standpoint. If you're not there, then all of a sudden there's a gap on a literal sense. Because it's like, oh, do I have to do that? Oh, and then you go into, how do I say, a autopilot mode. Not, you can be in an autopilot mode for sure, but maybe it's in the sense of like you're distancing yourself of actually doing the thing. So
yes, you basically also, to say it in a different sense, because it just popped into my head, but you basically have to trust yourself.
Yes, absolutely. I'm thinking like in my own experience when it comes to doing camera work, because slowly I remember trying to do a roamer camera, and this thing requires that you go on stage once in a while. But when I started, I didn't have to. I was like either behind the scenes on a tripod cam, or I was on a dolly cam. That's a step up, because then people are going to watch you do the dance. You have to go left, right.
Oh yeah.
And then one day they said, buddy, you gotta go on the stage and you have to be right there on the nose with the guitars. And I go, are you sure? And I'm like,
yep.
And so eventually what happened is, like, after enough times, like, I go up there like a soldier and I go, jun, 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 jun. And it's like, oh my gosh, I had to get rid of that gut so fast, because if it's like, son, you want to get those shots? Go in there, son, go in there. And I go, ah.
Yep.
So, I mean, you have to do it, but you also have to put the full gut into the process, because if you're not doing it, then you're going to get subpar results. It's absolutely important that you do that. You kind of have to.
Yeah. But the most important thing is still to have fun doing it. I mean, yes, it's a contradicting thing to say, because there are parts of any craft or of any job that you do that you just fucking hate or don't want to do. But as long as you enjoy doing what you do, it becomes kind of easier to basically kind of ignore the kind of stuff that you have to do.
Yes.
More becomes muscle memory.
At least that's how, or because of muscle memory, yes. At least that's how I see it or feel about it.
It's muscle memory, but because you're also in the awareness, you may see that a mistake happens and it goes, oh, wait a minute. All of a sudden, I'm thinking about how to properly fix this, or magic happens because a mistake did happen, and then your brain thinks about a solution that could go in a completely different direction for next time. And it's like, oh wow, I wouldn't have done this if I wasn't aware that this was happening. So it's like you make those changes and you're flowing in this real time, and then maybe this is just me making up stuff, but you could be in a scenario where it's like, okay, it happens, but what if I tweak this one little, oh, that's so cool.
Yep. And that's how you basically learn.
Yep. That's awesome, man.
Just trying stuff out.
I mean, to some,
Trial and error.
yeah, trial and error. That's, you spelled it out. If you didn't do this, you wouldn't have your process, right? The process wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have actually gone out there, and you wouldn't have actually engaged with what actually matters in that sense, right? Like, that's intense. That's really important to actually be in that moment. Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
Yes.
That's crucial, man. And I think about it too. I could easily go on and on about it, but I asked my manager once, you've gone through a lot of stuff. You've gone from being a software developer, being a senior engineer, and you've gone up to engineering management. What is the kind of thing that people don't do that you see that you have done in order to actually get here? And he goes, oh, that's a funny question. I just worked. And I go, oh, that makes sense.
If I may, I would like to actually make somewhat of a comment on this too.
Okay.
A lot of it is development. In kind of like my place too, like for example, I've been in management for well into 10 years now, and learning to run these different stores, leading different people, going through all of it. And even now, like a lot of it was steps to development. And especially like when we met, he again was wanting to stop playing for basically being a DJ. My brain stopped for a second there.
Oh, you're good.
After that, just watching that climb and development go through, he has picked up so many different things. And same thing with just learning, throwing yourself out there, just time, experience, kind of like that thing of what was that? What was the thing you asked him? Was what do you do besides just everything else? My brain kind of stopped.
It was, what are some things that you're doing right now that you don't see other people doing that helped you get to where you are now? So that was the question.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh, that's a great question. I just worked.
Just worked. No, it's simple. But again, I say a lot of it too is development and personal development, acceptance, and pushing yourself past the standpoint that you're like, okay, I've learned this. It's about time for me to go past this. What else can I pick up on and what can I apply?
Yes. You get through these ruts, you get through the intense challenges that you have gone through, but then you try to go up from there and you say, how do I wind up driving it forward now based off of the stuff that I have? And you try to you go beyond compartmentalizing. You say, I know this, this, and this, and now I could figure out this, this, and this. It's like a continuous layer of evolution that continuously allows you to get stronger in that process.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
It's very fascinating to just think about. And it is neat to think about, too, because it's like a human thing. I feel like people want to be like computers and get something done instantly. But honestly, if I'm being realistic with you, here's something funny. It's literally a circus act if you try to do something like that. And I'm not joking, because there was a show that I saw called The Greatest Show on Earth. It was literally hosting a clown that was over there, and he's trying to wave his wand to conduct a instrumental, and then he brings out a kid in the audience. The kid does it, and the instrumental just sounds beautiful. It's amazing, but it was it was fabricated. It was a silly act. So
Right.
it's entertaining for people at the time because it's like, oh my gosh, this would never happen. Well, that's because they know you have to put in that kind of effort and stuff in order to actually make that kind of progress. You can have fun as a kid and actually do this little thing. Nothing wrong with it, but you move on from that. And you can actually do it later, and there's some strength to that, and you understand where all that stuff comes from after all that.
Yeah. Totally agree.
That's some wild stuff. Oh, let us see here. Honestly, I get excited when I'm staring at this, because when I stare at this next question, it feels like you almost already answered it. So if you were to share advice to somebody starting out in the field, what would you personally say? That's another question that's in there.
That's always a good question. But honestly, what I would say is just just honestly go for it. If you have doubts,
Don't be afraid to push your boundaries.
don't afraid to push your boundaries. If you have doubts, definitely try to listen to them, because it's just your own critic basically telling you what to do better. And definitely take baby steps. Don't go full on in. Just take it slow, do one thing, and then if you have that done, take another, and then another. And honestly, after doing that, you will be surprised how fast you are getting better at your craft.
I hear that. And it's so interesting that you say that, right? Because when you start out and you try to do everything at once, your brain can only go so fast, right? So if it tries to, even if it tries to go at max speed, it ain't gonna go to speed that you want it to go. And you get to that stage, and it's always gonna be like that if you try to keep pushing. So it's like if you manage to focus on that one thing that you're saying, you unintentionally talked about the Unix philosophy again, sir. You focus on that task and you do it well. You get really strong at it, and then everything else falls into place as you learn how to get those processes in and orchestrate them in the right way. It is genuinely fascinating. Also, Cheese Beagle, I don't know when you sent this, but did that work, Cheese Beagle? He told me to duck. He told me to duck. I don't know what he was trying to. Oh, hydrate. He's still here. Okay, fine. We'll hydrate. Where's my water? Oh, it's right here. This is one of those months where he might actually make me break. So 1 second. How are you doing today, Cheese? Thanks for stopping by. If it weren't obvious,
I'm not breaking due to full body trekking. Am I kind of left out of the situation?
You're avoiding the practice known as pretzeling. I think that's a good thing. Make me duck. What? Did I forget to turn this off or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna make me do squats at this point. Okay, fine. You know what? 1,
Just gonna do
2.
perma duck.
Oh gosh, my laptop. 3, 4, 5. My leg popped. 6.
He's throwing more.
No. Jeez.
Hey, you need your cardio and your exercise in for today. Gotta hydrate and you gotta squat.
Jeez, oh my gosh. It's gonna be a stage where it's like I'm doing the squats and it's like, so, Bearded, what's your favorite color?
Glass shattering. I'm just gonna finish the interview on my back. Keep going.
Says for 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. Oh, for 10 seconds. You know why? Okay, so there's an old
Power
program. No! There is something called Godot Gym that I haven't used in a while, but that's supposed to control the game, not me in real life. So,
I was so messy.
Thank you. But yes, we are interviewing some fine beans today. This is Gentle Bearded and this is Locke. Gentle Bearded here, he is a DJ, and we're talking all about how his craft works. And we've got all sorts of different screenshots available. We have also some neat stuff that we'll share soon about like his influences as well. But just hearing about how do you make a DJ? And with all the experiences that he's gone through, it's been very apparent that it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and a lot of dedication that, to be frank, it blows me away. Like, the amount of effort that gets put in there is insane. It's very good to see you too, Cheese. It's very good to... Oh, gee. Made me duck again. But yes, very, very awesome to have the Bearded here. Awesome to have you, Cheese, and the Luck. It's very, very, very exciting.
Hello.
Hey. Oh my goodness. But let's see, what else do we have in here? Okay. So before we go on to these other questions, I kind of want to scroll through some of the influences that you had, like what inspired you to actually get to the kind of DJ sets that you do now. So I'll go ahead and turn this on, and we'll go ahead and set up the controls. We'll start right here. So if you don't mind, I'm kind of curious to hear more about the guy that's coming up over here. That is a mech. So for this guy, you think you could explain like who he is and how he's kind of come like a part of like what you personally do, if that makes sense? Is it
Did you
showing?
mute yourself?
Oh dear.
I think his headphones might have died.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But yes, very good to see you too, Cheese Beagle. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Oh, we can hear you.
Hello. Good. Yeah, that's why I always have a second mic as spare.
Let's go.
Hopefully that one will last. But yeah, no. What I was saying, the guy on the screen is Armin van Buren.
Yeah.
He was actually one of the kind of first DJs that I got exposed to, and who also got me into more interested into DJing.
Mm-hmm.
And he mainly plays trance music, which I said before, which kind of has like this hypnotic kind of state.
Yeah.
And he also has a tagline that I really, really like. His tagline is a state of trance. And it's really cool because it's basically saying I interpret it like that, but if you listen to the music, you are in a kind of a state of mind, basically.
Yes.
Either you're happy, you're sad, you're basically what I always said. You will feel the music. That's what I interpret it. So that's where I kind of got my first glance into that mindset, that you don't just play music, but you basically kind of take people onto a roller coaster of emotions, basically.
Right. Interesting. Yeah.
All done in 8-bit.
That's fascinating to just think about. He definitely put a lot into his craft, because I remember seeing he's the one who did the I watched it just earlier, but he did the this experience has been fueled by none other than you, right? So he kind of sets it up to where it's completely set up. He's hypnotized. He draws you into that whole kind of set, right? He kind of creates a theme.
Right. Yeah.
That's cool. On the subject of this does remind me a little bit of the first time I ever saw a DJ set in VR chat, because they used a story which was really funny. It was an apocalypse where people were starting to get into the dance and the groove. So some kind of groove virus. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was
yes.
I was staring at it. It was really funny because there was somebody who was there, and he was mind controlled slowly. He says, "The world is coming to an end. I love," and then he starts to have spiral eyes. He goes, "Techno."
Yeah. And that's what I kind of mean is creating basically a story and doing that through music.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's cool to think about. I feel like the way that he does that, you have to have a lot of thought of like, okay, I want to be able to bring out the feelings that go into what I'm trying to convey. How do I drive that forward? And it sounds like that he was a big influence for like how you wanted to be able to get that for your side too.
Don't fall backwards.
But,
Yes. Oh. Yeah, don't.
Oh goodness. And then we'll go ahead and fire up this guy too. Oh my gosh, this is it's the guy who's like mid jump inside this picture. This is gonna be really fun.
Oh, yes. So, yes, Ray Wolfie. So from him, I got introduced to him from a good friend of mine in Viaje that, let's just say, unfortunately is not around anymore.
I see.
But he kind of, from him I kind of got inspired by the energy. Honestly, how he just enjoys the moment. He basically, if you watch Revolve set on YouTube, you can really see that he is in the moment. He enjoys his own set. He enjoys his music, and you can also really like feel it in like the sets or in like the music you hear, and you can also see it with the whole crowd because on his sets, the crowd just goes completely nuts.
Yeah, I saw
and just
that.
Really enjoys it, and yeah, from him I really got inspired. Just starting to basically go crazy with it, just enjoy the music, basically be in the moment, and and yeah, basically just be present in the moment.
Yes.
That's
Oh my gosh, it was so funny because I was looking at this one, skimming through the video, and he actually had like a cameraman's POV of like everybody just going all over the place,
Yes.
and they're having a good time with it.
yes.
I love how he jumps around and he goes nuts, but he's like also controlling the lights. When I was trying to screenshot this was really hard to do because I tried to go frame by frame by frame. Everything's like flashing so fast, but he has it like so configured to the point where it's like all these sorts of things are happening at once.
So he designed with a team the lights, but on the show itself he doesn't control the lights. It's like a team in the background basically that's seeing the entire stage, and those guys are basically the I think the LGs. They are called like the lighting guys basically.
Yes.
Are controlling basically all the aspects of all the lights, but basically that's one thing that's with IRL shows that's basically being done in the background before the show is also sitting with all the departments and basically saying, okay, we have the lights like this, and then basically this happens on this song, and yeah.
Yes. You know, even if he's not directly controlling the lights, he's still doing something really big. Like.
What? I didn't hear that.
Lost that one.
Sure.
Don't know. Yeah.
I'm innocent. I did nothing.
Sure, he definitely chat. He definitely did not put this on my back, did he? Oh my gosh.
No, it could be something else. You never know.
Sure. Oh goodness. Oh, who knows?
That's fine.
Chat. Hello. Hi, Mexican Candy. It's good to run into you. We are doing good. I had some caffeine earlier. I was gonna have coffee, but I had something else. It's quite good, and I could not rest for the life of me. I was like, I have some stuff I can do. We can set up the rest of this stuff here. I'm just gonna keep moving.
Yeah, I feel that.
But yes, I'm doing good. How are you doing today, buddy? How are you doing, Goosebumps? Also, hello back. It's very good to see you. Let us see. Tempted to fix your car's misfire with ignition coil, but unfortunately, it seems like I got to replace a spark plug from the far side of my transverse engine. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It sounds like quite some terminology that I'm not quite sure I understand there.
I know exactly what that is. Hey.
Oh, goodness.
My schnaz. Oh, my schnaz.
Life is gonna be a pain, he says, in :3. He's going blah.
Mwah.
Good grief.
I will have to translate one day.
Yeah. Okay. He says to translate for me. Okay. So how would you explain it to somebody who? Okay, I drive a sedan and that's it. I can't describe more.
Okay. Did you want me to translate it or what?
He's telling him to translate. So,
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
So in this case, he says transverse engine basically just means front-wheel drive, or sometimes all-wheel drive, really in that case. But he says that there's a misfire, just means the engine's going to run rough, or on acceleration or deceleration, it's going to shudder a lot. It's going to do a lot of whatever. Just simply checking the ignition system. That could be maybe stators, that could be coils, that could be coil wires, spark plug boots, coil on boots, anything. And downfall about that, especially on a transverse engine, that could be really hard to get to.
I see. Okay.
You can't really tell, but I'm smiling so much right now.
What?
What do you mean? I'm proud.
What? Proud for what? All I did was explain something.
I literally have a boyfriend that knows what's wrong on a car by just somebody else telling you
for 6 years.
Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna break.
He learned to craft by doing the work.
Yes.
Too many scars to apply. I call them battle wounds or battle scars, but I didn't get to be regional district management for nothing.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. He said it was perfect translation, so A+.
I translated it correctly.
That's slick. What was my... Okay, so in the sense that, like, he's doing this, right? What he's doing, just because he's not directly controlling this, does not necessarily mean that he doesn't still have his vision, right? So you talked about having a whole team there. He's probably got to freaking coach everybody that he's talking to, at least on some level, right? So he's talking to those folks. I'm sure he's got like a whole audience. He's got to be able to make sure the experience works. But that's where the stage gets really, really tricky. But he is still trying to convey his vision regardless. So I feel like that's not something necessarily discount, because he is still like showing everything that he's got in the most strongest power that he can convey regardless of the situation.
Yes.
And okay, mind I say, perhaps he's taking the same method as you are with your DDJ 400, if I do think so correctly. Because let's think about it. If you are trying to use that utility and it has limitations, okay, let's make the best of what you got. He's no longer controlling the individual lights, but let's make the most of what we got. How do we make that happen? Now all of a sudden he has to drive some kind of passion through. I feel like that is at least worth mentioning, because he himself has limitations in what he's doing too. So when it comes down to it, everybody's going to have some kind of limitation when they're doing any step of their craft. To get to where you are, you're always going to have to figure out what steps need to be taken for a specific time in a specific place. So he's still learning his craft, even if he's not directly controlling those lights. I feel like it's at least worth acknowledging there, because everybody's doing
Yes.
it. You gotta still just do.
Yes.
You kinda have to.
I can 100% fully agree. Yeah.
Oh goodness, I love that. Another thing. Okay, so the first ingredients you talked about. Let's see, the visuals first. This guy is being in the moment. We have one more major fella that you talked about who is an IRL DJ. Last but not certainly least is the one guy that we just sort of stuck on for a while, and he's doing this. I accidentally hit a key on my keyboard. But is this this guy?
Dad. Yes, Excision. Excision is just, it's been a big inspiration to me in the sense of crazy visuals and bringing honestly everything together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the screenshot, you obviously like watched one of his shows or like the YouTube video. If you watch it, his visuals are on a completely another level to like any single DJ that Eva mentioned or like seen.
Yeah.
He's like really telling kind of a story or bringing like the music to another level with the visuals. Again, guys, if you want to see what I'm talking about, just type in Excision in YouTube and just watch one of his videos. Jesus Christ, he literally his visuals are, and what I also really love is his visuals. For some reason, he got the technology down that his visuals look 3D, like the characters in his visuals like coming out of the screen and like interacting with the audience, which I really love.
That's wild.
So maybe after stream I can send you a link to one of the sets that I watched, so you can see what I mean with 3D visuals. But it's really insane, and I got a lot of inspiration with my visuals I got from him.
Yes. Oh my god.
Just driving basically the little 10%, just driving back home basically.
Oh yeah.
Or more like 10%.
Yes. That is wild. So like, okay, you have the good visuals, you have to be there in the moment, but then this guy, he sounds like that he's telling you to just give it everything that you've got, just being able to drive it, right?
Yes.
Because you can do that stuff. You can obviously just hop around and do that, but does it help if you're just going, what's for dinner at the moment? I don't know. But then like
basically giving it 110% basically.
Oh yeah. That's fantastic. I'm like really excited to see what he's doing there, because he's like he is thinking, but then thinking harder about like where the visuals need to go in order to create that experience or that layered cake that you were describing earlier. That's fantastic. Yes. Oh my goodness. I felt like it was important to share like these three inspirations that he has. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just land on this one real quick. Just because there's a lot of things that come down where people just like say, how did you get to where you are? I see this one individual. Well, the truth be told is there are so many people that like... What? Oh. The thing is, a lot of people help make to where you are right now, right? So if it weren't for this avatar, like I have a sweet bean, her name is Six. She helped me get out of my shell and be a cat. If it weren't for hang out with you guys or hang out over here, I would be talking to myself.
Yes.
There wouldn't be a stream.
Yes.
Okay? So like there's a lot of people that are helping make all of this happen. You are not alone. one person here equals
Yes.
a whole like surrounding of the environment and being able to embrace it in the best way that you can.
Yes.
So I seriously think that like
Very proud.
to
Very proud.
have to have all this go in, right? He was able to hear what he had in his environment. He started out down over in that the interesting place after school. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but that place over there.
It's like a hangout place for basically young people.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what the word is for that in English, but
Basement.
it's basically
Oh,
just a
probably
hang.
not.
Youth group basement.
It was a basement. It was also a basement, yes.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it was more like a hangout place just for people to meet or for younger people to meet, basically make friends, just have a good time, or do their homework if they want to do it.
Yeah. That's a journey, right? When I think about it in the entire thing, you had people that helped influence where he wanted to go. It started right when he was quite young, but in that process, as he was learning to continue and process everything, it was his environment and the things that he got to see and the people who helped him get to where he is now helped propped him into his current state, which is next gen bearded with like white and black visuals here, which is really cool in his avatar. So he's got a new chapter.
He transversed. He went from a tub of lard to a muck.
I can see that, yep.
Oh my goodness. But chat, you know what that means, right? You don't have to be alone in the kind of things that you want to do, right? You can learn and do some really cool things by starting now, and if you like what you like, you'll be able to figure it out and get to something really strong should you just keep going. So
Yes.
that's important. Take it from this guy. He kept telling me all this stuff, and it makes a lot of sense from like his own journey.
Yes. Always keep going. And if it's getting tough, then just try to find a way around it and then keep going that route.
Yup.
Push.
Push. Now go down and give me 20. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No duck.
Oh goodness. That was good. That was good. Let's see. So we're down to 9 minutes. So we are down on the unintentional lightning round. Let me try to see what else is in here. Let us see here.
Metaphorical notebook.
Oh yeah. So let me see. 1, 2, 3. I don't have to panic all that much because for the most part we covered everything, and I'm really excited. Let's see. And I do want to apologize because, oh my gosh, subconsciously I actually said to the stream last time I was mad. That's a lie, because you know what I found out later? That we covered everything. It was incredible, and we're covering everything again. All right. So just talk to people. You'll get to hear a good picture, even if you don't get all your questions in right away. He's a cool guy.
Oh yes. always talk to people. I know it's always hard to initiate the conversation because I am kind of the same way. I still struggle to but honestly, just saying hi to someone and basically then seeing where it goes. You can learn a lot
Oh yeah.
for yourself, but also from other people. It's insane.
Talk about us. That worked out great. Literally just met
Yes.
up in a game, and now look, we're a year and a half strong. Perfect example.
I
Yes.
mean, truth be told, it didn't take all that much, did it? Just a small interaction here and there, and then you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really. It took a lay of the land, gauging the environment, and there it is.
Yup.
And
It happened.
of course, a lot of trust.
Yes.
A lot of trust.
Okay, so let's see. I think I'll ask a couple more questions. I will ask one fun question and then I'll skip to question number 10. So, The other day, you and I, we were talking about, well, I'll be frank, this is my fault, okay? Slime Rancher. I've been addicted to Slime Rancher for like about a week. I need help.
Drug.
Yeah, drug. Then there's more drug here because I'm talking with friends. And then I'm talking in VR chat, which is another drug. So drugs all around. Oh, dear.
Playing games looking like this disco port.
So, depending on like how life allows itself to be, like obviously not everybody has time to do games, but like for you personally, are there games that you personally like enjoy to do, like on your spare time whenever you do get a shot to do, or?
Yeah. I mean, a game that I've recently played a lot or got back into is Elite Dangerous.
Oh,
It's basically a space exploration game, which I also find cool because they not one to one, but kind of accurately basically rebuild our whole like galaxy, or that's what's known to our galaxy. And also the game is procedurally generated, so if you find a new system, it's completely like the developers themselves don't know what is actually in the game because it's procedurally generated, and you can find new stuff. And also the game is kind of cool because you have your own ship and then basically fly it around. You can do all sorts of jobs. You can basically either be a space pirate or you can be a bounty hunter. You can mine asteroids for valuable items, just cash them in and make money and all that stuff. You can explore. It's like really big.
yeah.
So that's one game that I really enjoyed playing. A different game, an oldie but a goodie. We actually played it before this interview. Is Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2.
Yes. Yes. Chomsky, how could you?
I have heard about that game before, yes.
Yeah, it's just a good old, basically zombie
Zombie. Are you okay?
zombie survival game. That's kind of nice. But yeah, no. Other than that, what else did I play recently? Oh yeah, and also a game that has been in the news for quite some time because of a dispute with Nintendo is Palworld.
Yes.
Yes, because they just
Okay.
released their very first full, like, outside alpha stage. They've released 1.0.
Yes.
About time.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a game that we've together played a bunch. Hopefully getting back into it again.
Yes, at some point.
But yeah, those
oh
are
my
like
gosh.
the
Yeah.
top games I've been playing a lot.
Let me think about it for a minute. Okay, so then you have a game that sucks you really deep in because you have to find new resources, new parts of the world, and you get to have it basically set up as like
What?
an entire basically an entire environment similar to ours, right? And then you
Yes.
have another environment that's still gonna suck you into some resources, but this time you get to play with pals that get to fight against other enemies. And then
Yes.
Give them guns.
like zombies.
And then zombies, yeah.
The moment
I
where
mean, everybody has their kind of zombie shooter game that they like to play because it's fun to shoot zombies.
yes, good for anger management.
Been around since, what was it, like
Yep.
the 30s or 40s, even 50s, I
Ooh,
think.
and also one game I definitely forgot to say is that we played a lot is Warhammer 40k
I need a controller so I can get back into it.
or Space Marines 2.
okay, interesting. Those are all interesting because they sounds
40K
like they
Space
have
Marines 2.
good exploration that goes into that sort of thing, and it sounds nice to be able to like
Yes.
the way that I've seen those, just blindly thinking, is like they're really good for like being able to talk to people at the same time. Like it's very good for like communication and being able to continuously chat
Yes.
with folks as things are going on.
Team building.
Yeah.
Or team play.
and lots of communication and trying not to slash each other into the ground.
Especially with Warhammer.
Oh gosh. All right, so I hate to cut it off to this one. We have one more question. One more question. And it's going to be a fast one.
Okay.
What is
Okay.
next? What is next, bearded gentleman? What is the kind of things that you are wanting to do for your stuff and performance? And if it's too complicated,
Whew.
that sounds like it probably was a complicated one.
No, it
Loaded
makes sense
without being
what's
loaded.
basically coming. What's basically coming for the future? Well, definitely more shows.
Yes.
Also trying to get to more clubs to basically give more people that part of the experience that I'm crafting. Also better shows, better visuals, just basically just keep on growing and trying to basically give good vibes through music,
That makes sense.
which is my mission.
He's going to keep iterating. He's going to keep doing. He's going to keep going burr. It's going to be amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I can go bird.
And then we're on a minute, but before we go, my question for you would be, if people would like to hear more about what you do, what are some modalities / areas that they can get in touch or, like, how do I say, participate in the things that you're doing, right? So socials or experiences, what would be some places they could get to you by?
So definitely one social I'm always on, and people that want to either book me or like ask me questions is definitely Discord, which is just the Bearded Gentleman. Also people that like missed my sets or want to just hear my shows in general. I have a Mixcloud, which I think is also the Bearded Gentleman. So
Okay.
I basically upload all my, or try to upload all my sets to there. If you miss them or just a new time listener, basically want to listen to something good. And of course also YouTube, but I'm not too much on YouTube because I'm still figuring out the logistics to basically record all the sets and then basically bring the music in. So there will come more, but for now it's just some shows on there. But I'm also the Bearded Gentleman on YouTube. And yeah, on VRChat I'm Gentle Bearded, because for some reason I can't name myself the Bearded Gentleman on VRChat. For some reason, I don't know. So I'm Gentle Bearded. But yeah, on VRChat, if you find Gentle Bearded with like this dragon right here, just friend me, talk to me, or just come to one of my shows and have a great time. Yeah.
That was lovely, sir. No, I appreciate all the connections there. We are like 3 minutes on the dot, so I'm glad we got to do this. I'm very happy that thank you for like dropping by, and we got to do all sorts of different questions and all that. Got to learn a lot about you today.
Yeah.
Personally, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
It was really fun. It was really, really fun.
Yes, it was good to see you again, Locke. Good to run into you.
Ah,
And
you're welcome.
thank you for telling me about him. And also, if you're watching demo later, thank you for telling
You're
me
very
about
welcome for the
him who
sticky
told
notes
me
too, by
about
the way.
him. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness.
It's a real telephone out there.
Oh flip, yeah, it's crazy. Like oh my gosh, person. It's so cool. I love this thing. To respect your time, I will go ahead and wrap up the stream here. For those who are watching, appreciate all of y'all for like checking this out today. This was a lot of fun. Currently, the time is about, is it 3 a.m. for you right now or 2 a.m.?
2 a.m.
2 a.m. So he's got like an event happening
a.m.,
at 3 a.m. We gotta get him over there pronto.
Yes.
So, holy cow.
It's okay.
But yes, it was a great time being able to talk, bud. I genuinely do appreciate it.
Yes. Definitely.
And then for those who are on stream, thank you guys again for stopping by. We'll go ahead and try to find somebody to raid out to. Without further ado, I'm gonna go break somewhere, and then we'll try to find a raider. Yep. What? Oh gosh, I'm like right there in his face. Give me a second. Let me move.
I mean, going out of the way of
I
pretzeling.
can also move.
Oh no, that's just okay. Well, now you guys just see me right there.
No, you're right in front of the camera.
Oh,
Is this gonna be like a comedy skit? You're just gonna put a bunch of different bits together from the stream and post it up as a video?
Yeah, probably so. This will also go on YouTube, by the way. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Thank him for translating for you. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Locke, for telling me about his translation about the car thing.
Absolutely. Always happy to help.
We gotta have the things go around. You never know what kind of connections get made out of that sort of thing. Well, let us see here. Well, here's somebody we could raid out to. This person's
You
pretty
and me are
nice.
just booping noses in the background, and then Kendall's just kind of.
I know. I know.
Oh, gee. So, this person here, they are not a furry, but they're very nice. They introduced me to the previous person that we met, which is Draknex. This person's name is Afton Harris. They used to be an active Beat Saber player, but they are mostly a Cozy Comfort streamer. Right now, they're doing the opposite of Cozy Comfort, and they're playing Elder Scrolls 5.
Damn. That's complete opposite of cozy.
Yup.
Elder Scrolls 5, you want to go to a Bethesda game that may or may not make you rage, go play Elder Scrolls 5.
Oh, goodness. But yes, they're a very nice individual. If you guys check out their stream, they're going to be hanging out in the Elder Scrolls land. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and let the Bearded Gentleman go. We'll let the lot go, and we'll let you guys have a good rest of your evening. Hope you guys take care. We'll have ice cream later, probably. I already had ice cream. Why am I saying this? All right.
The time wastes away.
Take care.
What?